The entire week is just a build-up to Friday because Friday night is game time, because Friday night is football night. And now you're a part of the experience with Lane and Associates Friday Night Rivals presented by My Computer Career. You're only seconds away from tonight's matchup. Clayton takes on Cleveland. Get ready for the hits, the big plays, and all the action. This is Friday Night Rivals.
Friday Night Rivals, Johnston County style. The annual fall night where football fans from all corners of the county assemble. This county rivalry has no peer. From Clayton, North Carolina, Lane and Associates Family Dentistry presents Friday Night Rivals on MyRDC, the 6-1 Clayton Comets and the 6-1 Cleveland Rams. Hi everybody, and welcome to the epicenter of high school football in Johnston County. Patrick Keenis with ECU standout Jay Sohnhalter. And Jay, the rivalry doesn't run deep in terms of games. They met only 6 times, once in the playoffs last year, separated by 8 miles, but so much on the line for these two new rivals.
Yeah, both teams, they've been outstanding this season. 6-1, but it's one of those situations where they've kind of been keeping track of each other with so much success on the line throughout the season. They've had this date circled here tonight. Both teams, outstanding offense, defense. Special teams is going to be a huge factor, though, tonight in determining who comes out victorious.
Well, there's a plethora of elite talent, including 2 future ACC players on the Clayton Comets, and then some excellent offensive talent for Cleveland as well. Who are the stars we can watch tonight, Jay?
Savion Jackson, defensive end from Clayton, committed to NC State, but he's a national recruit. Everybody's been recruiting him since early on in his high school career. He's got great edge speed, very sturdy in run defense, and he's one of those guys that's always double teamed. And then for Cleveland, Tyson Dew, the outstanding quarterback. He can run and pass. He's a dual threat quarterback. On offense, though, he distributes the ball well to his wide receivers. It's always tough when you've got a quarterback coming out of the backfield to defend him. So those are the 2 guys to watch tonight.
Thousands of fans will be packed in like sardines tonight, and these teams reconfigured into the same conference just last year, so not a great deal of history for these teams separated by 8 miles. Aaron Summers has more on this budding rivalry. Aaron?
Thanks, Patrick. 336 days ago, Clayton ended Cleveland's football season. The Comets took a 40-35 win in the second round of the playoffs to advance to the third, and they sent Cleveland home. Cleveland has been looking forward to this game ever since. Head coach Scott Riley said that whenever you have the chance to face a team that sent you home from the playoffs and ended your football season the season prior, then it is about redemption the next time that you see them. He said that he expects a lot of emotion here tonight from his players, but of course you got to make sure it's not too much emotion. For Clayton to get the win, they will have to play good on special teams, and they need to make sure that they maintain control of the football. For Cleveland, they need to play tough up front, and they have to win 2 of 3 of the phases of the game. Coming up next on MyRDC, it's a big rivalry showdown between Cleveland and Clayton.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
New BC On The Go Stick Packs. Take that same powerful pain relief where it's never been before. Easier to take with you, faster to tear into. Now tough pain relief goes where you do. New BC Powder Stick Packs.
Mike here from Leith Auto Park Honda and Cary, and during the Certified Dream Deal sales event, we have amazing pricing on award-winning Accord, Civic, and CRV models. We don't play any games or gimmicks because we don't have to. Our amazing staff and our tremendous selection keeps our customers happy, and our Leith Peace of Mind pricing keeps them coming back. You'll also get Auto Park for life. That's oil changes, loaner cars, and more, all at no cost to you. So hurry in to Leith Auto Park Honda for clearance pricing before time runs out. It's easier here.
Proudly representing the community for years, Oxner Permar is now proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete of the Week for MyRDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Oxner Permar will shine a light on an exceptional scholar athlete who inspires us all to do the right thing, just as we strive to make wrongs right every day at Oxner Permar. Plus, at the end of the season, one of these All-Stars will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Oxner Permar. Oxner Permar, we make wrongs right.
This is Goody's classic pain relief. Now, watch how Goody's Fast gets faster. Introducing Goody's on-the-go stick packs. Easier to open, faster to take. Same powerful formula. Yep, we pulled a fast one.
Oh, Friday night rivals couldn't have picked a better spot in the triangle tonight. Cleveland High School, Clayton, North Carolina. A Greater News Titanic matchup tonight. Cleveland playing host to Clayton. Patrick Keenis, Jay Sohnhalter up here in the booth on a crisp mid-October evening. And let's go downstairs for the United States Marine Corps coin toss, brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. The few, the proud, the Marines. Contact your local recruiter today.
Both of these teams, Patrick, this is a fun atmosphere. But when you're 6-1, so much on the line, we talked about in the open, this game, it's really going to give one of these teams the inside track. And when you've had so much success going against a team, it's kind of like your rival here. It's going to be the little things that matter. Special teams, penalties, turnovers. That's going to be the type of things that determine the outcome tonight.
All right, Cleveland has won the toss. They will defer to the second half. And a look at the Clayton Comets. 6-1, 1-0 in Greater News Conference play. They beat South Johnston last week, 26-14. The Cleveland Rams, meanwhile, 2-0 in the league and 6-1 overall. And they've only met 6 times, twice last year, once late in the regular season, once in the second round of the playoffs when Clayton eliminated Cleveland. But now they meet again. And Jay, they're only separated by a handful of miles, 8.5 to be precise. But this is only the 7th time these two schools meet. Again, Cleveland's high school opened up in 2010.
Yeah, short playing history, but both of these teams, being down on the field in the pregame warm-up, you could see the intensity. Both teams kind of huddling near the 50-yard line, being emotional, talking trash before the game.
All right, ready to go for the Lane & Associates Family Dentistry kickoff. We love to make you smile. And we are underway. And the little slip inside the 5-yard line. The kick is returnable for the Comets. And a good special teams tackle right around the 20-yard line. Fells Josh Wilson. We will see him a lot in the backfield for the Comets as we take a look at the My Computer Career Center starting lineup, brought to you by My Computer Career. If you're not happy with your current job, in as little as 4 months, you could start an information technology career. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Who we watch in that starting lineup for Clayton?
J.R. Walker, number 2, quarterback. He's going to play in the secondary as well, both ways. Virginia Tech commit, and he's so athletic. I'm really excited to watch him play tonight and see him perform.
And so J.R. Walker will be the quarterback. More on that in a moment. Finds some running room. He has breakaway speed. First play of the game. J.R. Walker, who committed a week ago to Virginia Tech, tiptoes into the end zone. 80 yards. Hello, Cleveland.
Well, here, zone read, and then Walker, wide open lane off the left side of the defensive end, crashed down, and then it was just the speed that took over. And what a statement on the opening play, opening drive for Clayton to come out with an explosive run. And Walker probably going to play in the secondary at Virginia Tech, but being forced in the quarterback position, you can see how good he is, how fast he is with his legs.
And there's Oscar Pace, our referee tonight, with an unsportsmanlike penalty going against the Clayton Comets. But number 2 right there, J.R. Walker. We talked with Hunter Jenks, the third-year head coach for Clayton, before the game about why Walker gets the start under center here today. And he said, well, the injury to the ankle of Austin Cagle, who suffered that a few weeks ago, he's our most athletic player. We just witnessed it firsthand on the first play, 21 seconds into the first quarter.
And the amazing thing is, we know he's got the speed, but Coach Jenks talked about his arm strength. And the biggest thing with him is he can take shots down the field. They're confident with him in the passing game as well.
And Noah Williams bangs through the extra point, and a touchdown lead, 1 play into the game for the Clayton Comets. Announcing their arrival in this rivalry game. We saw a little chippiness at the 50-yard line as both teams were warming up about 45 minutes before the game, and a stunned Cleveland student section. And here's a look at our saltwater seafood scoring summary. If you're just sitting down with a sandwich settling in for the game, you may have missed it. 81 yards officially, one play, 14 seconds. A week ago, he just committed to play for the Virginia Tech Hokies in the ACC. It was an off week, and now already some early returns for the Hokie fans watching around the state of North Carolina tonight.
Well, that athleticism transfers over to the collegiate level. Again, he's probably going to play on the defensive side, but playing quarterback, you can see his leadership ability and also just his explosiveness. And now Cleveland here kind of took that first punch. They're going to have to make sure they maintain their composure. Still very early, only the first play on offense. So here, they need to come out with the same intensity, try to get a big special teams play to respond.
Well, let's get to another Lane & Associates kickoff. Brought to you by Lane & Associates Family Dentistry. We love to make you smile. That'll make you smile if you're a Clayton Comets fan. We thought Chris Archer, one of the most recognizable athlete to come out of the Clayton High School athletic program, we thought he might be here tonight. He texted me before the game and said, sadly, I won't be there, but if he's watching, he's smiling right now as only Chris Archer can do. And with the unsportsmanlike penalty, they will back up the Clayton Comets kicker, Noah Williams, the junior, 15 yards. He'll kick from the 25-yard line. Well, this will be a game we expect, big rivalry contest, the inside track of the Greater News with a lot of statements. There's the first one on the first play. A little juggle on the kickoff, picked up right around the 30-yard line. And Jalen Chadwick is swarmed under, maybe a yard on the return. As we take a look at the offense for Cleveland, brought to you by My Computer Career, the starting lineup for the Rams. If you're not happy with your current job in as little as 4 months, you can start an information technology career. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Darius Ocean is their playmaker. 19 touchdowns through the air, 1,864 yards for which he has thrown, and has some excellent backs behind him as well, along with lots of potential game-breaking receivers.
And he protects the football. Only 4 interceptions. The backfield is the strength of this offense.
So Ocean, the lefty junior, will fling it down the middle, has a man, bears another statement. Catch made and a tackle inside the 25-yard line. And that is Joey Williams, one of their top receivers, on a huge pass play that will cover about 44 yards.
Williams is down next to us on the field pregame, and he's every bit of 6'3", but it's his top-end speed there, getting past the secondary. And Cleveland taking a big shot on the first play.
That's 47 yards officially on the pass play. The hookup, Ocean and Williams. 4 receiver formation, jumping on the line. And the Cleveland Rams offensive line applauding. They felt like there might be encroachment. And there is Oscar Pace, our referee. Signals offside against Clayton. And now we'll take a look at the defense for the Clayton Comets. Sponsored by My Computer Career. Who sticks out outside of Savion Jackson, of course.
Yeah, and he's going to get double-teamed all night, but it's that whole defensive line. They've got to win the one-on-one blocks that they have.
And on 1st and 5, trying to sneak through. Tyson Dew takes it in, backpedals into the end zone. And it's 7-6. We've had 2 touchdowns inside the first minute of the first quarter. There's a reply for the Rams.
You can tell this is a rivalry game just by watching the emotions, the intensity down on the field. And Dew here, right near 900 yards on the season, punching it in. That 1-2 punch of Ocean and Dew presents so many challenges to the run defense of Clayton. The zone read, the ability of both of those guys to run the ball, and Dew responding to that first touchdown from the Comets.
Well, that is Tyson Dew's 10th touchdown run of the year. Last year, rushed for over 2,100 yards. Great speed and ability to cut. And now about what we expected here, Jay. Should see some massive offensive numbers, so a lot of burden will be on which defense can get a stop here or there tonight.
There's going to be so much pressure on them. They've got to get a stop. They've got to get a turnover, and also field position is going to be important. But these offenses, they can score in a hurry, and we've already seen it so far tonight.
And take a look at the Saltwater Seafood scoring summary for Cleveland. The long pass play, 48 yards to Williams from Ocean after an offside penalty. An 18-yard touchdown run from Tyson Dew. So that is your Saltwater Seafood scoring summary. Saltwater Seafood Market in Freischak, fresh seafood daily. So a 7-7 tie, 7th ever matchup between Clayton and Cleveland. And they already are rocking here in Clayton. They've already taken some uppercuts, but both teams still standing. Long way to go tonight.
Both teams, showing off their firepower, but it's really the resiliency, finding a way to punch back. We'll see, though, as this game kind of settles in. I don't imagine they'll be able to keep up this pace. Talk about tackling, winning at the line of scrimmage. Those are the things that's really going to determine the outcome.
Well, this game resembles more like a chess match than it does football. When you have the clock and you're playing a competitive chess match, you make your move, you hit the button, the clock stops. We've seen Clayton have the football for 21 seconds. And Cleveland for 22. Onside kick is picked up by the Rams. Sam Donnick. Special teams will be huge tonight. And there's the first salvo we see there. The Cleveland Rams catching Clayton by surprise, and a beautifully executed onside kick. And you see how far back the Clayton Comets are, and the loose ball right into Sam Dominick's arms.
Well, they were prepared. If you're on that front line of the return unit on every single kick, you've got to be prepared that it's going to go short.
But a late penalty came in, offsides on the Rams on the successful onside kick, negates the recovery, and we'll back the Rams up, and there goes the element of surprise, Jay.
And that was a good call, because down here at the bottom of the screen, we'll see as the ball's touched, right there, a little bit early.
It looked like it was Jonathan DeWalt, number 23, who just got a little bit of a head start and a break. First of many tonight. This one belongs to the Comets. They wouldn't dare try it again, would they?
No, no. But, we've seen the unexpected this year, but this is an opportunity now. Cleveland, you just want to kick the ball deep and get your coverage unit down the field to pin the ball back for the Comets.
Well, the entertainment quotient in the first 56 seconds of this game has been off the charts. 7-7, 3 offensive plays, 2 touchdowns, a couple of penalties. One was critical. So Cleveland senior kicker Wyatt Colby, number 9, will kick it off again. Another Lane & Associates kickoff. We'd love to make you smile. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry. Here's the approach. And it'll be a chip shot midway down the field. Caught at the 36-yard line. Still on his feet. And taking it across the 40 to about the 43. Jameer Jones for the Clayton Comets. Excellent field position and a bit of reprieve if you're a Comet fan. Your defense that close to being back in the field. Now you have excellent field position in a 7-7 game.
And now, with the ability to run the ball, I would continue to pound the rock, force Cleveland to stop the run before you put the ball in the air.
So here's a look again at the Clayton Comets offense. They come in 6-1. They're averaging about 32 points a game so far. Lost their opening game of the year. They've ripped off 6 wins in a row, won the conference opener last week. And the ball spotted right at the 45-yard line. Flag down, a handoff through the middle, and good yardage there into Rams territory. Pickup of 9 right there for Clayton's Trevain Richardson. We'll see what the call is for a very busy referee, Oscar Pace. And this one's coming back.
Legal procedure called against the Comets. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 15.
There's going to be a lot of misdirection here.
So did they get Jalen Emery for maybe taking a false quarter step forward before he went motion to the backfield?
That's what it looked like, yeah. But with that misdirection, you have to stay so disciplined. Only one guy can move. You can't move towards on a scrimmage or make any false steps.
Well, J.R. Walker, number 2, he's the starting quarterback. Austin Cagle had been their starter, but he got injured late in September. An injured left ankle, scored a touchdown against Fike. Could come back in a couple of weeks, but they may hold him back until the opening round of the playoffs. They flare this one out. Reception made near the sideline, and a spinning tackle across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. So they get the penalty yardage back and then a couple of yards. A second down for Clayton.
That was just an easy, high percentage completion pass. Getting Walker comfortable in this game. And now 2nd and 11. You know, I just want to see them continue to use the running attack with his speed on the zone read. That's a play that's going to be a big part of their playbook.
Yeah, 2-receiver formation. On 2nd down, holding as Walker, good fake, and then he's wrapped up right around the ankles, just past the line of scrimmage. Maybe a couple, but you see the quick acceleration on that first step from J.R. Walker. And if you're a lineman having him around the ankles, you're holding on for dear life because we saw what damage he can do if he gets through.
Well, and he's got that top end speed, but a nice tackle there, filling the gap and not allowing him to get to the next level or get to open space. When those lanes open up, you got to fill it quickly if you're a defender there. And now 3rd and 6 situation, a passing situation for the Comets coming up here. Cleveland, you know, they can bring different blitzes from the outside here, 3 down linemen.
And a strong arm for Walker. There are some pass plays in the playbook. He'll jump it across the middle and overshoots his receiver, Evan Harding. And that'll bring up 4th down and about 8 near midfield. So the first decision truly for head coach Hunter Jenks.
See them, a little bit of pressure, but still enough time to get the ball off, but double coverage. This Cleveland defense, not the biggest, but very, very fast, athletic, and sound. Their discipline there, staying on their man, staying in their zones, nowhere to throw the ball for Walker.
Jalen Emery back to kick it away, so Clayton will punt. Little trouble now roaming around. Emery, he's going to throw for the 1st down, and it's intercepted by the Rams. Sam Dominic down the sideline, tackle to the 25-yard line. And the first key turnover tonight to the Cleveland Rams on a botch fake punt.
Yeah, special teams. You never know when you're going to have a big play or a mistake. And Clayton there, we'll see it here on the snap. A little bit to the right of Emery. It looked like he was going to maybe pick it up and then decide to throw it. And just a lot of confusion there. And you know, now excellent field position for Cleveland. This is where when you get a big play, you want to take advantage of it here. And I would take a shot towards the end zone here with a sudden change.
So the sudden change, interception to Dominic. Field position, the 25-yard line. Handoff to the right side. And still on his feet inside the 10. Bowling to about the 8-yard line, Tyson Dew.
He's so dangerous when he gets in the open field. And James Garton, the center number 53, leading the path there for the big run.
And inside the Wake 86 at green zone. Help keep Wake County litter free and 86 your trash. 1st down carry for Tyson Dew. And it's 1st and goal for the Cleveland Rams. Dew flank to the right to Darius Ocean. And a glance back to the sideline and Coach Scott Riley. 4 receivers all flooded to the top of your screen. And a timeout is going to be taken by Cleveland. 8:18 to go, 1st quarter. We've had a game's worth of excitement in the first 3.5 minutes. Timeout on the field, 7-7. And inside the 10-yard line, the Rams when we return.
Miller Mott understands skills. Miller Mott understands goals. Our career-focused medical clinical assistant training makes it easier for you to reach your goals. Kick off your new career training today at Miller Mott College in Cary.
Saltwater Seafood has the freshest seafood in town and the best customer service.
Saltwater has the freshest seafood in town and the best staff.
Saltwater gets their fish fresh every morning.
Hey, Dante.
Check out the catch of the day at saltwaterseafoodnc.com and join our mailing list for weekly specials. Our fresh fish come daily from the North Carolina coast, and we're open every day but Monday.
I love their fresh fish right here at Saltwater.
Miller Mott understands passion. Miller Mott understands flexibility. We have the game plan for you to get the training you need for an exciting career in massage therapy. Kick off your new career education at Miller Mott College in Cary.
Back in the hearts of Johnson County. Electric beginning, Clayton and Cleveland. Both teams really playing for the inside track of the Greater Newest Conference Championship. Unbeaten conference play. The Rams are 2-0. The Comets are 1-0. And it's 7-7. This is a first and goal play for the Cleveland Rams. And a timeout had been called by Darius Ocean. And now they change up the formation, Jay, on first and goal. Tyson Dew to his right. Dew will get the handoff, sneaking through inside the 5. Banged down to about the 4, maybe 3-yard line. Bryce Graves, number 49, collaborating on the tackle with Hunter Hawkins, number 44. Second and goal.
This is where Savion Jackson, number 11, he's got to really take over, and double teamed in the middle of that defense. Also, J.R. Walker, the quarterback, now playing both ways, came up and ran support there. This defense has to stay strong, stay low on the block.
Ocean patiently nosing ahead toward the goal line. He's very close, and he's going to be marked down right around the 1-yard line. So Darius Ocean using Dew as a decoy on that inside handoff. Waiting for the line to get a little bit of a push.
And the offensive line pulling there. Ocean, he always falls forward. Such good running technique, powerful for a quarterback.
Amari Bryant, touchdown saving tackle. Third and goal for the Rams. Longest drive of the game, which is not saying much. Third and goal from the 1. Ocean gives it to Dew. Pushing toward the goal line, driven back, and there's no signal from the officials. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They mark him short. Simi McCormick, number 32, in on the tackle. Cody Hicks, number 82, in there as well. And it's fourth down now for the Rams.
Trying to run into the teeth of the defense, but good outside penetration really is what brought them down. Fourth down, you've got to go for it here.
May have even lost a half-yard on that third down and goal play. So Darius Ocean checks the play call, resets the formation. Running backs to his left and to his right. Fourth and goal. Dew gets the handoff, gets the push, and the Clayton Comet defense stands tall inside the 5-yard line on 4 consecutive plays. And Emmanuel Johnson and the Comet defense race off the field emboldened.
The defensive line, Patrick, on the last 2 plays, they took over. They won the line of scrimmage. We'll see the pad level here by the comments. See how low they get, and they just blew it up. Nowhere for Dew to go. Jackson jumped in on there, Graves, Hawkins, 4 different Comet defenders, and you can see the emotion, the intensity there, giving up a big special teams play, having that air, but then trusting your defense to make a stop. That defense saving the 1 air there in Cleveland, even though they didn't make it now. 99 yards to go for Clayton, so they've got an opportunity here of their own to step on defense.
Savion Jackson came in to finish off that tackle, but Emmanuel Johnson back-to-back plays on 3rd and 4 down. He came up huge and trying to get out of the end zone. Did he get over the goal line? I believe. Is it a safety or is he across the goal line? We're waiting on the call. They're going to call second down. Oh, that was inches away from a safety.
When you're in the goal line here, you've got to go north and south. You've got to go up and down and really nowhere to go there. Great penetration getting into the backfield. DeWalt along the defensive line. Boy, that was close.
And if you notice as well, Jacob Whittington, number 17, is in at quarterback. J.R. Walker, who sprung it for 80 yards in the very first play from scrimmage, he's on the sideline. Right now, we expect this to be a very conservative call. Second down, toss. This is not conservative. Breaking through, hopping over man is Richardson. It takes it to about the 8-yard line. Richardson was 8 yards deep in the end zone as that ball was snapped.
And he was back deep, but they got him outside of the end of the line of scrimmage there, and then using his speed, nice blocks. Enough of a pass just to get some breathing room.
So a call a gain of 6 yards. Third down now. Line to reach is the 13 to pick up a first down and give your punter a little breathing room, but some action on the defensive line, a little jumping in this. If it goes on the Rams, will be an automatic first down. out of jail are the Comets. Offsides on the Rams on a 3rd and 3 from inside their own 10-yard line.
Here are the Comets going on 2. Great discipline up front. Cleveland just could not hold it there, jumping up, and now first down. That's a critical error.
Hey, I'll say this about Jacob Whittington. He hasn't played a whole lot. Cagle's been a 3-year starter for the Comet offense. That's an experienced play right there for a guy who has not had a lot of snaps. And then on the ground again, conservatively. Very little there for Richardson.
Number 40, Trey Robinson. Loss on the play. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 11.
Cleveland defense in its first 2 conference wins, Jay, have outscored Greater News opponents 112-8 in their first 2 games. A 50-8 win over East Wake, 62-0 annihilation of Smithfield Selma last week. But now the schedule ratchets up for the Rams. Loss of a yard, 2nd down. Toss left side, breaking through. Room up the left side, down the sideline, Richardson into Rams territory. And he shows the Cleveland fans the result of that big run.
Look at the blocking up front. The fullback, Jalen Trainham, leading the way. 2 blocks there, and then just clearing the path for Richardson. Boy, he's got some power, but he's got speed, finishing off that run. Again, this started on the 1-yard line. Looked like a possible safety. They found a way through some tough blocking, and then the penalty, and then finally creating a big play with their downfield blocking. That's so unselfish. When you guys see running down, helping out your teammate, that's a well-disciplined team.
And now in Rams territory, J.R. Walker comes back into quarterback. And a little jet sweep. Evan Harding down the sideline, angled out around the 35. Pickup of 6. But you're right, go back to the first play of this drive. After a defensive stand inside the 5-yard line, 4 different plays by the Clayton defense. A near safety, then a 3rd and 3 on that same set of downs. Offsides penalty drawn by the quarterback Whittington, and then the big burst by Richardson. Inside 4 minutes to play, first quarter, 7-7 tie. Walker, 1-step drop, fires over the middle, it's high, and it's through the fingertips of Harding, incomplete. Well, we were talking with Hunter Jenks, 30-year head coach of the Comets before the game, about what might be in the playbook for Walker. And he says when his mechanics are on, he's pretty good throwing the football, a very strong arm. But we've seen kind of a half-hearted jump pass earlier, and then this one didn't really have his feet set.
Well, the keys for him is A, he's got to have protection, and then B, he's just got to know where his read is and then be aggressive with it. If he feels rushed, that's when your mechanics aren't as good, so he has to feel comfortable in the pocket.
3rd and a long 3. Walker will give it off. Richardson hit to the 35-yard line, does lean forward. He's going to be short of the first down. And does it bring up a 4th down decision for the Comets? We saw them go into punt formation in their last drive before a bad snap led to an interception thrown by Emery. But here, I imagine this is full throttle ahead for the Comets on 4th down and 2.
The fullback Trainham coming back here into the huddle. We saw him with a huge block earlier on this drive. I look to see where he is, and he's the only back in the backfield here now.
Yeah, Richardson is not on the field on 4th and a long 2. Snap to Walker, option, pitches, nice hand shown by Traven, and he's to the 32-yard line. I don't think he got it. It will depend on the mark. Did Trainham get enough? They have stopped the clock at 2:49. The Rams feel they got the stop. They may call for the chains. And the chains are on the other side of the field, and no chains may be necessary. Oscar Pace was about to single first down the other way. Now he will take a moment and confirm. But the eye test tells him that it's going the other way.
That's good here to bring out the chains so we can get the exact measurement. But I'll tell you what, the wide receivers towards the right, they ran it towards the short side of the field. Trainham, it was just nice for him to catch the ball there, and then he made something out of nothing there because he was having guys chasing after him, and it's going to be close.
will stretch out the chains, and this is not that close. It's going the other way. The Cleveland Rams have gotten the stop. So both teams a stop on 4th down. 2:49 to go, opening quarter. Clayton 7, Cleveland 7. And what action we've seen in the opening quarter on this rivalry in Johnston County.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at hendrickchevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Proudly representing the community for years, Oxner Permar is now proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete of the Week for MyRDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Oxner Permar will shine a light on an exceptional scholar athlete who inspires us all to do the right thing, just as we strive to make wrongs right every day at Oxner Permar. Plus, at the end of the season, one of these All-Stars will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Oxner Permar. Oxner Permar, we make wrongs right.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at hendrickchevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Welcome back to Cleveland Stadium. 7-7 tie here early in the game. I'm here with Sergeant Creed. If a person wanted to join the Marines, how old would they need to be in order to do that?
They would need to be 17 and be in their senior year.
And how would they go about the recruiting process?
The recruiting process, they would talk to a local Marine Corps recruiter about the different options that are afforded to them.
Do you have any other ways that you would recommend someone to talk to because they talk to you?
I'm the only local Marine Corps recruiter for Johnston County, so if the Marine Corps is the way you want to go, you have to come see me.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Patrick?
Sergeant, thank you. Aaron, Lake State is opening quarter. We saw each team score a touchdown inside the first minutes of this contest, settling into a bit of a rhythm now as both defenses have made some key 4th down stands. Ocean flushed out, fires across the middle. Excellent fingertip catch, leaning to his left. Catch made by Cleveland junior wide receiver Corin Artis.
In Cleveland, they've got great wide receivers, really 4 deep. In Ocean, with his strong arm, the ability to get outside the pocket, a little bit off balance there, but still getting the ball on a rope to his receiver. They're dangerous in the passing game.
That's good for 14 and a Blue Cross Blue Shield 1st down. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina. Ocean again, looking to throw a little more pepper on this one. Reception made by Williams and tracked down by a couple of defenders in the secondary. Ball came loose, but after Williams was down. So 2 pass plays from Ocean to Artis, and this one to Williams. And that's covered about 32 yards.
And I was watching Williams, just an excellent route. Then coming back to the football. And then Ocean, such a strong arm, perfectly on target. This offense is rolling.
Well, Ocean, over the last 3 games for the Rams, he's thrown more touchdown passes than he's had incompletions in each of those 3 games. Tells you how exact that he has been over this 4-game winning streak for Cleveland. Gets it back on the ground, couple of yards on 1st and 10. Inside 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Clayton last year, perfect regular season. Got to the 3rd round of the postseason before Eastern Guilford knocked him out by a touchdown after beating Cleveland in the 2nd round. Called a gain of a yard, 2nd down for Cleveland in a tie game. Tyson Dew joining Ocean in the backfield. Ocean hands to Dew. Bursting through, got out of an ankle tackle to the 10, cuts back to the middle of the field, dives into the end zone, touchdown, Tyson Dew from 31 yards out, and the Cleveland Rams have their first lead of the game.
And watch the offensive line right here, setting up their blocks. Great job sealing the edge. The Dew just running it through. Dew, Ocean, both of those guys, that backfield so dangerous, and they're punching it in, winning at the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good. Tyson Dew already a pair of touchdown runs. One covering 18 yards, the other 31. That's a Leith Auto Park Honda touchdown for Tyson Dew, signaling to the Clayton fans who made the 8.5-mile trip. Silence in my stadium. 14-7 Cleveland.
This has been a fun ball game to watch, but just watching the field, the intensity, the emotion, you can tell these players mean so much to them. Cleveland, they're electric through the air. These wide receivers, their route running, the balance they have in the running game, they're a problem to deal with their offensive personnel out on the field.
Artis Williams receptions and the 31-year-old touchdown run by Tyson Dew. That's our Saltwater Seafood scoring summary. Saltwater Seafood Market and Fry Shack, fresh seafood daily. Aaron Summers has more on the crowds in this budding rivalry, Aaron.
Each time these Cleveland Rams
14-7, Cleveland on top of Clayton. And Jay, this is about what we expected, a high-powered, offensively driven game with a little bit of defense and some fourth down stands sprinkled in.
Yeah, for Cleveland, they can do it through the air and on the ground. The balance they have. Now Clayton, the quarterback situation, they're known for their ground attack, but their offensive line as well. So both teams kind of find a way to do it differently, but they've both been effective.
Clayton Associates Family Dentistry kickoff. We love to make you smile. Wyatt Colby, number 9. Let his team recover an onside kick early, but is offside. Tries it again, but excellent hands right around the 45-yard line. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's covered up by Trayvon Richardson, number 24.
If you're on that front line, the Clayton return unit, you've got to be ready. You've got to be ready for a fight down there. And that's dangerous when you know that you're going to get hit, when you're going to get drilled. You still got to find a way to come down with the ball there, and good job jumping on it.
And a good job executing that onside kick for the second time. Wyatt Colby twice has gotten that second bounce that you need for those onside kicks to be effective.
It's amazing. So many times you see in college or pros, the kicker will kick it out of bounds or squib it somewhere. You're like, that's your job. And here, 2 great kicks, as perfect as you'll ever see. A good job putting the ball in place for your team to recover.
But now, excellent on possession territory at the 45-yard line, and a big run on first down. Good for 12. That'll be a first down for the Comets. Josh Wilson for the first down.
And this offense, they love to play with the fullback. Whenever you see the fullback in the game, follow him. That's usually where the ball's going to go, right behind him. Wilson leading the way.
11 for Wilson and a Blue Cross Blue Shield first down. People will be confident. Live fearless, North Carolina. 14-7, Cleveland with its first lead. And this is Wilson again, runs into his right tackle. That knocked that play off rhythm. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage.
And I think with Walker in the passing game, Clayton's got to get him outside of the pocket where he can use his legs if it's not there, if it is there. And an easy pass where it's a 2-read route. That's really where his strength is going to be, getting outside the edge.
So they line up now in the pistol. Brandon Cray is behind the quarterback. He will get the call. And off the right side, inside the 40, down the sideline, and brought down from behind around the 22-yard line. Josh Wilson the carry one more time. Stops the clock with 10 seconds left.
And missed tackles. If you're a defender out there, you've got to bring him down once you make contact. We'll see Wilson run through a tackle right there. You've got to bring him down, and then the speed, a good hustle bringing him down, but about 15 extra yards given up there because of the missed tackle.
Well, that will do it for the first quarter. We've seen a couple of punches early in this opening quarter. We've seen a little tomfoolery with 2 attempted onside kicks, 1 interception, but 2 touchdown carries by Cleveland's Tyson Dew. And the lead of the Rams after one, 14-7 on Friday Night Rivals, presented by Lane & Associates Family Dentistry from Johnston County.
Looking for a safe, fun, and free place to take your trick-or-treaters? CW22 and My RDC 28 present Halloween Safe Night at the North Carolina Museum of History. It's all happening Halloween night, October 31st from 6 to 9 p.m. Kids ages 12 and under and their parents can walk along the trick-or-treat trail through the Story of North Carolina exhibit, collecting all kinds of candies and treats. Don't miss out. It's all free, and it's a safe night. Log on to RaleighCW.com for more details.
Miller Mott understands motivation. Miller Mott understands goals. Our dental assisting program makes it easier for you to start doing what you love. Kick off your new career education today at Miller Mott College in Raleigh.
It doesn't matter how you do it, just 86 it.
Mike here from Leith Auto Park Honda in Cary, and during the Certified Dream Deal sales event, we have amazing pricing on award-winning Accord, Civic, and CR-V models. We don't play any games or gimmicks because we don't have to. Our amazing staff and our tremendous selection keeps our customers happy, and our Leith Peace of Mind pricing keeps them coming back. You'll also get Auto Park for life. That's oil changes, loaner cars, and more, all at no cost to you. So hurry in to Leith Auto Park Honda for clearance pricing before time runs out. It's easier here.
Miller Mott understands support. Miller Mott understands success. Our veterinary technology program gives you the support and education you need to become a veterinary technician. Kick off your new career training today at Miller Mott College in Raleigh.
Well, a bit of a late arriving crowd, at least inside the stadium. I was a little worried, but this is the biggest game of the regular season every year, especially now, Jay, that these teams find themselves gerrymandered into the same conference. That started before last year. Now, members of the Greater Noose. It's a 14-7 Cleveland lead, ready to begin the second quarter. And the Clayton Comets on offense, and now inside the green zone. And a carry by Richardson down to about the 18-yard line.
A lot of depth for the Comets in the backfield. We've already seen 3 or 4 running backs plus Walker. They're confident. All the different styles they want to bring into the game to keep their guys fresh, but also poses so many problems to the defense. You got one guy that's bigger, one guy that's faster, one guy that goes inside. This defense has to be on their toes with who's in the game.
Comets back inside the Wake 86 at green zone. Second down. Stretch handoff to the right side, looking to get the corner. Excellent tackle near the sideline. Takes down Emery. Jonathan DeWalt, number 23. Good job stringing him out. Cut him down around the ankles, brings up third down and about 2.5.
And DeWalt, this is the second play we've called his name on the defensive line. One time it was run stuffing in the middle of the field, then getting out on the perimeter, not allowing the edge to be outrun there. A 3rd and short here, probably 2-down territory for the Comets.
Walker, the hard count on 3rd and 2. Line of reach is the 12. And Walker stretches the ball out, holds on to it. Can he make that athletic move to get the first down? Takes a big hit and forced out. And I think he's going to be short. Tavon Sutton, number 10, came in with a big hit upper body. It just looked like a stand and 8 count for J.R. Walker. He is strong and he is sizable. And using that stiff arm to try and rid himself of Tavon Sutton. And it will be a pickup of 1. And it's another 4th down for the Clayton Comets.
I would keep the ball in number 2's hands. He's your fastest guy, he's your strongest runner. Want him to get to the outside, let him use his speed, get to the edge of the defense.
They trade him to the left of the quarterback, J.R. Walker. 4th down. Comets 0 for 1 on 4th down. And it is Trina. Got hit in the backfield. Lunges though forward. And the second effort is going to give Clayton a 1st down. The initial action, the stick hit him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you talked about the strength of training him earlier in the game.
Well, he's playing fullback too and running back, and that's why he's getting the ball here on short yardage situations. Look at his power right there. He got hit, but kept his feet moving, falling forward. And if he would have fallen back, he would not have gotten it. His ability to stay on his feet, keep his base, and then fall just far enough to get the first down.
Adams made that hit but could not drive him back. Trailed him back to the sideline. First down just outside the 10-yard line. Another Blue Cross Blue Shield first down. Richardson the decoy. Walker holds on to it and noses his way straight ahead inside the 10. And they'll mark him down to the 6. J.R. Walker, brand new to this program, came in from Northeastern High School in the summertime. His dad is actually a defensive line coach on this Clayton Comets side. His mom is an elementary teacher, and boy, do they fall into something platinum with J.R. Walker. 8-5. 14-7 Rams leading. Comets looking for the game-time touchdown. And Richardson inside the 5, slow it down. Good push by the defensive line of Cleveland. Bring up third down in about 4.
Now, this is a big offensive line for the Comets. They'll have some explosive plays, but you kind of see them here and there pick up 3 yards, 4 yards. And the offensive line moving the line of scrimmage just enough. The running backs getting extra yards. They're trying to impose their will. Only a few passes so far in this game. They're trying to establish their ground attack.
Well, the series is all square 3 apiece. All 3 of Cleveland's wins have come right in their home on their home field. We get a timeout taken before a big third down play. First timeout taken by Clayton. We'll take it with him. 8:44 to play first half. Clayton on the march, looking for the game-tying score. A key third down when we return. Cleveland up 14-7.
Here for all the moments that matter. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, helping families find the right coverage in all 100 counties. Live fearless.
Proudly representing the community for years, Oxner Permar is now proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete of the Week for MyRDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Oxner Permar will shine a light on an exceptional scholar athlete who inspires us all to do the right thing, just as we strive to make wrongs right every day at Oxner Permar. Plus, at the end of the season, one of these All-Stars will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Oxner Permar. Oxner Permar, we make wrongs right.
$14-7 lead. Cleveland on top of Clayton. Got to hold on to this lead. Clayton inside the 15-yard line faced a big third down, so a timeout burned by Hunter Jenks. The Clayton Comets call it third and a long 3. And the ball marked to the 5-yard line. J.R. Walker raises the leg, hands it off on a stretch. This is Emery around the left side, and Emery waltzes in from 5 yards out. First touchdown of the night for Emery, and it's 14-13 Cleveland.
Now, this is a great play design with Emery coming in motion, then blocking out front by the wide receivers in Richardson. We'll see it here. Walker handing the ball off. Emery getting a head start. And then Richardson, number 24, outstanding block against the defensive back. Easy trot in the end zone.
Noah Williams, the PAT for the Tide by 6 in the uprights. 14-14. Like the play call right there. Haven't seen a whole lot of Jalen Emery in the backfield, and clearly they like getting him outside the tackle.
And he's a big wide receiver too, so he's got power when he's running the ball. When you get ahead of steam and you're a big guy, boy, it's tough to bring you down. And then when you've got the blocking on the outside, you've got 2 wide receivers out there clearing a path, it makes it easy.
The big play that keyed this game-time touchdown drive. This run by Josh Wilson. Saltwater Seafood scoring summary. 10 plays, 4 minutes, 44 seconds, 55 yards. There's a tying score by Emery, 14-14. Clayton knocked off Cleveland in both meetings last year, late in the regular season. The first year that they were joined up with the same league, the Greater News, and then took down Cleveland again in the second round of the postseason. This game really isn't viewed as a revenge game. At least that's not how the Cleveland Rams players and coaching staff wanted to narrate this contest tonight. Clayton Associates kickoff and whistles blown on the kick. And this may be offsides on Clayton. It's going to be a legal procedure going against the Clayton Comets. We've seen 2 onside kicks already by Cleveland, 1 that was negated by an offsides penalty, but Clayton playing a little more traditionally here, booting it down the field and putting the onus on their defense. Hunter Jenks, right side of your screen as we just left, third-year head coach. Replacing Randy Pinkoski when he left, retired in April of 2016. 14-14. Early stages, second quarter. And this is down the middle and short. Trapped at the 22-yard line and now looking for some room to maneuver. DeWalt breaks free, down the left side to the 40, down the sideline. There goes Chadwick all the way in from 79 yards out. A kickoff return for the score. Rams back in the lead. Jalen Chadwick on a low kick toward the left hash, kind of trapped it against the grass, picked up, and then once he got past that first level, Jay, there was no catching him.
And I'll tell you, sometimes when the ball kind of goes on the ground or you mishandle it, it gets the coverage team out of alignment. They ran out of their lane, and then Chadwick just took off, 1 missed tackle, and then the running back playing special teams there. What a huge spark, just breaking free. Special teams, you cannot take your eyes off these plays that usually are just a simple return, because there's been some big plays happening, big sparks in that third phase of the game.
21-14 Cleveland. Chadwick, a 79-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Leith Auto Park on a touchdown. And the Cleveland Rams back up again. Here's a look at the approach. Watch the hands riders. He picked up right at the 21-yard line. Brought it back between his legs from back to front, and was he touched? He may not have been.
And I'll tell you, outstanding blocking by the Cleveland return unit. They had 2 double-team blocks, pancaked one of the guys, and then another returner blocking to seal the open edge. Just a great job being unselfish there, but clearing away.
Special teams has already been huge for the Rams. The onside kick recovery, they've tried it twice, then kickoff return. Now it goes to the defense. Let's go downstairs to Aaron Summers.
The message came from head coach Scott Riley.
(21-14) Cleveland on top of Clayton. Look of exasperation by Hunter Jenks, the head coach for the Comets. And, both of these coaches early in the week talked about how important winning the special teams battle was going to be. And right now, the Rams, hands down, are winning that category.
And they both felt very positive about their play in special teams, too. So they're confident, until you get out in the game, kind of react in game-like situations. In this rivalry game, you never know, but Cleveland has the edge so far.
Clayton Associates is a 3rd onside kick try for the Rams. Do they ever kick deep? Recovered this time by Clayton, and again, it'll be very good field position. Evan Hardy, number 3, able to cradle that one in. That took 3 or 4 bounces his way, and he covered it up around 20 yards away from the kickoff.
These are great kicks, though. Those are outstanding onside kicks. He kicked it across the field. It looked like he was kicking towards the right, but he came back, turned his foot, and kicked it towards the left. A little unexpected, but a good job jumping on the ball.
8:27 left in the first half. A reminder, stay tuned for the Hendrick Chevrolet halftime report. We'll have this week's Oxnard-Piermar Scholar athletes participating in school interviews with the principals and more. Find new roads today at hendrickchevrolet.com. Clayton football, down by 7. Both teams have led. Cleveland has led twice. J.R. Walker weaving through the middle. He's into Rams territory. Taken down by a gaggle of Rams defenders. Tackle to the 36-yard line. Pick up about 22 for Walker.
This is the same play as the touchdown. Look at Emery going to motion, following Richardson, but then Walker held onto the ball this time. Watch the backside defensive end crash down, held onto it. Explosive run.
Well, no issue running through contact for J.R. Walker. And right now, they anticipate him getting some early reps at Virginia Tech as a freshman as a safety. And his head coach, Hunter Jenks, thinks he could get some looks in the backfield. He's that good. A little yardage there on first down.
That's a testament if you can play offense or defense in college at a big-time Division I program. Plus, if you get in there as a freshman, you're going to play special teams too. So a lot of high hopes for him, and you can see the talent he has from the quarterback position. Even though he's likely to play on defense, the running skills could translate over into running back.
Josh Wilson appeared to be a little shaken up at the bottom of that pile. Heads over to the sideline after a pickup of 1. Well, there's a look at J.R. Walker, who we asked Hunter Jenks before Walker made the announcement a week ago today that he was going to commit to Virginia Tech. Was he surprised? Because a lot of the smart money had him signing with NC State and continuing a burgeoning relationship with Savion Jackson on the defensive side here for Clayton. But Hunter Jenks says, I was tipped off. I was aware of his final decision, but a lot of the pundits out there were caught by surprise.
Yeah.
Offside on the Rams. Xavier Clark, number 90, jumping.
No, it's interesting, the high school coaches, they see all the college coaches come in and recruit these guys, so they develop a relationship with them and kind of have an inside track as to what the player's thinking, but also the interest from the schools.
This is Richardson stretching it out to the left side, tackled right around the 30-yard line. And after the 5-yard penalty on the offside, this will be very close to a first down. DeWalt with that big run earlier in the game, makes the tackle. Third down, about 2.
The quick scoring play on special teams. This Cleveland defense, they are out on the field for 10 plays on the previous drive. But the bigger offensive line unit, bigger Clayton in front, they want to get off the field here. They look like they got a little worn down on that last drive.
Richardson in the backfield. This is Walker, handles the snap, bursting through the middle again, spins away from one, and takes it down to about the 5-yard line. And a big run by J.R. Walker, who got spun around like a top inside the 10-yard line, kept his faculties together, and almost took it in.
Look at his blocking up front. That path, gigantic, but then this is the ability that separates him. His extra gear, then his balance, twisting, turning, falling forward. Multiple guys bringing him down. Just an explosive player.
Back inside the Wake 86 at green zone. Help keep Wake County litter free and 86 are trash. First and goal from the 3-yard line. Walker fumbles the snap and dives on it. Back outside the 10. And for a guy who has very little experience handling snaps, a very smart play right there by J.R. Walker, trying not to make something out of nothing.
Well, it's tough because sometimes you want to be super aggressive, pick that ball up, but there you kind of have to just say, hey, listen, we need to live to fight here on another down. Still great position, second and goal to get a scoring opportunity.
A loss of 8, second and goal back at the 11-yard line. Number 18 to Walker's left. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen for the Comets. Looking again for a game-tying score. Tough snap to handle. Now Walker improvising down the sideline, takes a hit, stays on his feet, and then is forced out of bounds at about the 7. Well, he is tough to solo tackle, is he not?
Physical. We'll see here another mishandled snap. Look at the bodies flying around, and then look here at contact. He's searching for punishment to lay it down on a defender there, and the sideline kind of forcing him out of bounds. But if you're a defender coming up on him, you've got to wrap him up. You've got to stay low. But the biggest thing is you've got to drive your feet. You cannot stop your feet on contact because he will run you over.
You see a quarterback change. Whittington, number 17, is back out there. Walker's had trouble with the last 2 snaps. That one, it just looked like he took his eyes off, maybe anticipating some pressure. Toss to the right side and heading toward the goal line. Richardson fighting forward, gets out of an ankle tackle toward the goal line, and he's down just short. Great effort by Richardson. Just enough of the shoelace to keep him out of the end zone, but here we go again. Another 4th down for the Clayton Comets at the 1-yard line.
Again, the balance here to go through that first missed tackle, coming up just short, but still that could have been dropped in the backfield, but Richardson powerful enough, good agility jumping through that tackle.
Well, Richardson is the tailback, Trentham the fullback. And here's the toss. Richardson cuts it back, lost his footing, and he didn't get in. The Cleveland Rams, for the 2nd time tonight, have stopped the Comets at the goal line on 4th down.
This is a heck of a tackle. Richardson with his punch. We'll see him here. Trainham leading the way. And then outside, look at this shot right there. Great job filling the gap, plugging it up. And then Dakota Marquez, the junior linebacker, squaring up and bringing him down.
Well, that will be in the laundry basket for the potential Miller Mott game-changing play of the game. During the 4th quarter tonight, we'll be selecting the Miller Mott College play of the game. Miller Mott, changing futures, changing lives. Kick off your new career with Miller Mott. Quick pass out the left side. Barnes makes the catch and taken down at the 5-yard line. Well, let's go back to that tackle that just stuffed out another Comets drive at the goal line by Dakota Marquez. Talked with Cleveland's head coach Scott Riley before the game today about a number of things. About a year ago, this Cleveland Rams athletic department lost their head varsity basketball coach, their JV basketball coach, all one of the same. John Jacobs, who is also a member of this football coaching staff as well, lost him at the age of 49 to a battle of cancer. Among many things that they have done to honor his contributions to this program is they had to hand out weekly awards. We had to carry it to the outside by the Rams' Tyson Dew. One of those awards is handed out not to their best player from the previous game, but one who most embodies John Jacobs. That player wears a gold jersey during practice of that week. You want to know who wore the gold jersey this week leading up to tonight's game? Number 51, Dakota Marquez.
And that's a special honor to have. You know, they've been through so much, and to have that honor where during the week of practice, and then come out here and get recognition for that. That's just a great story we talked to him about. And then that play, I mean, that just kind of shows you the spirit of who he's honoring and recognizing.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, John Jacobs' son, Austin Jacobs, is the defensive line coach on this Cleveland Rams team. Big play. 2nd down and 7. From the 3-yard line for the Rams. 3:41 left until halftime. Cleveland with the ball, up a score. Ocean under pressure, fires the sideline right through the fingers of Barnes, and the defender had slipped. Trayshawn Weeks, number 5, lost his footing, maybe a little dewy on this field. And if this catch connects with Barnes, he's going a long way down that left sideline.
Pre-game, the field was a little bit wet, especially towards the sideline. A missed opportunity there. The offensive line, great job blocking up front. Plenty of time to throw the ball. Just couldn't come down with it.
Boy, Barnes didn't know it, but if he makes that catch, that's a gimme touchdown. That's a layup with the defender slipping. Instead, 3rd and 7. Ocean deploying Dew in motion, out of the end zone, roaming, fires the sideline. Nice grab made that time. And that'll be about the 14-yard line. Barnes, who just had that previous pass go through his fingertips, cradled that one into the chest with 1st down yardage for the Rams.
And Ocean showing confidence in Barnes there. And Ocean, look at his ability just to stand in the pocket, kind of scan the field, feel a little bit of pressure, move outside. As the left-hander with that speed, the power that is running the ball, accuracy, he's good in so many different facets.
Blue Cross Blue Shield, 1st down. Line of scrimmage to 15. Through the middle, Dew for a couple of yards. Mark him down around the 18. That's a big play, though. You're not punting from your own end zone. You move the chains, and you might render this the last possession of the first half.
I love it when there's a missed opportunity and those players come back and kind of get redemption there. And going back same wide receiver and quarterback combination with Barnes catching it there on 3rd down.
So all the wide receivers checking that armband as the junior quarterback Darian Ocean calls out the play. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, low snap. Ocean's on it, here comes the pressure. The ball's exposed a bit, and Ocean swarmed and finally sacked for a loss back outside the 15-yard line. Boy, they had that football away from his body as the pressure was closing in. Lucky he didn't turn it over.
Yeah, and they really were. Hear that ball going on the ground, and then kind of all bets are off here. The defensive line flying around. It's tough for that offensive line, kind of know where the ball, you kind of have a feel where the ball is going to be, but when it's on the ground, and then the defenders can just run to the side and try to jump on it.
This is now 3rd down and about 11. Another glance at the play for Darius Ocean. How much pressure will we see from the Comets? They rush only 3. Shovel pass up the middle, shifting to the left, and Dew punishing defenders over the 25. He got enough to the 27-yard line. Tyson Dew all on his own for a 3rd down conversion for the Rams.
And you can just see what this game means to both sides. When you see the run here, look at the power of Dew. 1 defender, 2 defender, 3 defender, 4 defender. Continue to move his feet. That's just resiliency. Want to. The dog in you to keep continuing to fight for those extra yards.
He carried the senior James Todd of the Comets about 9 more yards after it looked like Todd had him wrapped up. Blue Cross Blue Shield 1st down from the 27, and doing a much more traditional carry through the right side and maybe a couple yards to the 30. Now the Rams with a touchdown lead, 2 timeouts left, 1:25 to go.
And
there in the orange hat, look at the head coach for the Rams, Scott Riley, who actually lost over 100 pounds from last year to this year. And I said, what was your secret? He said, diet and exercise. Three-yard gain, 2nd down. Ocean looking to throw as a 1 versus 2 matchup down the sideline and throws it over the head of the intended receiver, John Barnes. Might have been a good thing.
Yeah.
Safety roamed over, helped out on the backside, brings up 3rd down, does stop the clock at 58 seconds.
Well, you got to be careful here. 3rd and long. But Ocean backed up in your own territory. Kind of interesting play call because you don't want to leave too much time for Clayton. They can also use their timeouts. Both sides have 2 timeouts right now.
All right, line of reach is the 37-yard line. 3rd down for the Rams, leading by a touchdown. They fake the reverse, screen it out. Dew got his fingertips on the ball, gets 1st down yardage, squeezes through. He's in a Comets territory, cuts it to the left, shifts the football to his left hand, on his feet down the sideline. Dew cuts it 1 more time, and at the last minute, tripped up inside the 10-yard line. 41 seconds left. Clock stopped. Superhuman effort by Tyson Dew.
Just great play call. Look at his design with the ball faking towards the left and then going back towards the right. Then the offensive line out front, the blocking, clearing out a path. And then this is just the resiliency right here, the vision, and then the speed. Let's flip the field position. Now a timeout for Cleveland. A huge electric play in the passing game.
However, Oscar Pace, referee, with a flag down, sending the Rams back. Evidently, no penalty. Evidently saying he stepped out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So instead of inside the 10, at the 36, and the clock now running.
They've got to hurry up.
Still 2 timeouts for the Rams. 34-yard gain. Now we get a whistle just before the snap. And we have a timeout taken by the Comets. And we'll take this timeout. We'll see what the Rams have up their sleeves. For the first half of trickery for the Cleveland Rams. They're up by 7. Final 30 seconds of the first half when we return.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet and Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at hendrickchevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Apple Tree kid.
I was an Apple Tree kid. Now I'm an Apple Tree parent.
At Apple Tree Daycare, we've kept our commitment as a leading child care provider and learning community since 1990.
Our 5-star facilities provide safe and educational spaces for your child. We keep germs away with zonal sanitation stations, and our degreed teachers deliver Life Cubby daily reports to parents. We offer track in, track out, summer camp, and pre-K classes.
Apple Tree has 4 Southeast Raleigh 5-star locations. Space is limited. Call today.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at hendrickchevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Yeah, what happened there?
First and 10 for the Rams at the Comet 36.
Reminder, stay tuned for the Hendrick Chevrolet halftime report. We will have this week's Oxnard-Pyramar Scholar athletes participating in school interviews with the principals and a whole lot more. Find new roads today at hendrickchevrolet.com. It's a first down play, pass down the seam, defender falls, catch is made, and Caleb Scott into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 36 yards from Ocean to Scott, right out of the timeout, and the biggest lead of the night for the Rams.
It's just a perfect pass here, but look at the route by Scott coming back to the ball. Look at him right there, then faked out the defender, slipping down. But Scott, these wide receivers, they'll run deep, but then they come back and help Ocean out. They're precise with their route running, their accuracy, timing. Tough for these defenders, especially with the wet field condition.
And a Leith Auto Park Honda touchdown from number 2, Darius Ocean, to Caleb Scott, one of the senior wideouts. 28-14 Cleveland. Well, we said it earlier in that drive, Jay, on a drop pass when a defender on the outside also slipped. Would have been a touchdown. Catch was not made. Similar here, other side of the field. But again, the turf monster, little slickness down there, costing the defender here. And Caleb Scott turns and hustles in.
And there's one-on-one coverage, so no safety help over the top. So you've got to stay on your feet, and that's dangerous if you're a defensive back because you can't take chances. You most have to play it safe there. When you slip down, these wide receivers are able to maintain their body control and execute.
Some key third down conversions on that drive for the Cleveland Rams. Saltwater Seafood scoring summary as the Rams go up by 14. Now they've had 3 onside kick tries tonight, 1 successfully. Another one would have been successful were it not for an offside, and another was squibbed out about 18 to 20 yards. They wouldn't dare do it here, right? 21 seconds left.
I would say no, but I've been wrong already in this game, so they probably will.
Is there a long kick in the bag of Wyatt Covey? Well, a little chip shot lands the 30. This is a live football. And picked up by Emery. He's retreating, gives up 15 yards, and now springs to the other side, shoves a defender down, and gets tackled outside the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down around the 27. So 1 timeout left for Clayton. You're down by 14. And let's take a look at the strong arm of Jalen Emery. You think you'll be able to stand up, Jay, on that right-handed stiff arm?
That's just a punch right there. Throwing defenders down. And I'll tell you, that play, when you're in football, if you have the ability to shoot somebody down or knock them over or at least get them off balance, I've also seen Walker do that. You can gain about 3 or 4 extra yards there, and again, it just makes the defenders careful when they come up to try to tackle you.
The recipient of that stiff arm was Caleb Scott, who just caught that touchdown pass. Could have been a little extra behind it, a little extra there in the middle of the field by Cleveland's Sam Dominic. And Clayton's Rodney Riggins, 3-88, getting into it on the final play of the opening half. Well, the first play from scrimmage we saw tonight was an 81-yard touchdown run by Clayton's J.R. Walker. But we reached the half, and 28 of the final 35 points belong to the Cleveland Rams. And the Rams looking to atone for a couple of losses to the Comets last year, up 28-14 at halftime.
Both offenses have been good, but which defense is going to step up here? It's still a 2-score difference. The defenses, the adjustments, who's going to get some turnovers? That's going to play a big part here in the second half.
So before we go to Aaron Summers, who will talk with Scott Riley, some discussion right now with Riley and 3 of the officials, including Oscar Pace, the referee. And that discussion has now ended. And Aaron Summers and Scott Riley getting in position. Might have been about something that happened late in that first half that Riley wanted to alert the officials. 28-14 is a halftime lead for Cleveland. Let's go to Aaron Summers.
Coach, you scored offensively, defensively. You've had a couple goal line stands, and you've scored on the special teams. Do you need to see anything else from your team?
We need to play a little better on defense. They're running the ball very physically, and we're not tackling real well right now. So we got to clean that up. This first series out is going to be big for the momentum of the football game.
What do you need to accomplish right out of the gate?
Hopefully we can take that score in. And put it up at 3 scores, and that'll because all they're doing is run the football, so it'll make it difficult for them to come back at that point. But we just got to tackle better, and be more physical on defense, and continue our momentum on offense.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Patrick?
All right, thanks a lot, Aaron. 28-14, the halftime lead. 2 touchdowns on the ground for Cleveland, 1 through the air, and a 79-yard kickoff return for a score by Jalen Chadwick. And at halftime, Cleveland on top of Clayton in a battle for the greater news. 28-14 Rams at halftime.
Sportsmanship. It means a lot of things.
It means showing respect for the opposing team
And being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility.
Losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games.
It's a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official.
Mom.
Dad. Son.
Daughter. Coach.
Are we in this together?
Sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
If something is worth doing, it's worth doing right. In this case, it's worth doing right and left. Introducing the all-new buttermilk and hand-breaded Southern Sweet and Smoky and Southern TLC chicken sandwiches. One has sweet pickles, shredded lettuce, smoky backyard sauce, and a potato bun. The other is an undeniable classic with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Zaxby's. Friends. Family. Flavor. Order ahead on Zaxby's.com or use our app to skip the wait.
I spent 4 years in the Navy, deployed to Okinawa and Afghanistan. When I got out in 2013, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I wanted something where I can get in, get a talent without taking up 4 years of my life. You know, you can go to My Computer Career, you get the certifications, you get the training, you go get a job. You want to get into IT, My Computer Career is great.
Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu. Hit the Better Life button now for your new beginning as an IT professional.
Proudly representing the community for years, Oxner Permar is now proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete of the Week for MyRDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Oxner Permar will shine a light on an exceptional scholar athlete who inspires us all to do the right thing, just as we strive to make wrongs right every day at Oxner Permar. Plus, at the end of the season, one of these All-Stars will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Oxner Permar. Oxner Permar, we make wrongs right.
You're watching the Hendrick Chevrolet Halftime Report. Now it's time for the Oxner and Permar Scholar Athlete of the Week. From Clayton High School, senior linebacker Hunter Hawkins. Hawkins is a 4-year football player and carries a 4.44 GPA. Hunter is a certified personal trainer and a Moorhead Kane Scholar nominee. Hunter is also an active participant in Miracle League and Special Olympics. From Cleveland High School, Jawan Watson. Jawan is a senior linebacker and a 3-year football player, and he carries a 3.8 GPA. Jawan serves his community as a member of the Snack Pack Project for Backpack Buddies. Jawan is also the sports editor of his school newspaper. Hunter, Jawan, and other nominated All-Stars are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season, courtesy of Oxner and Permar, making wrongs right. We'll be back with more of the Hendrick Chevrolet halftime report from Cleveland High School after this.
It takes a Titan to lend a hand, even when their hands are full. With best-in-class standard horsepower and torque, blind spot warning, and America's best truck warranty, the 2019 Nissan Titan is always at the ready. America needs more Titans. You've got work to do, and we've got your truck.
Save up to $14,715 on Titan, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
Now the most capable tech you own is in your driveway.
Jack! Hey, Jack! Quick question for you. No, mate, there's no actual beans in the beanstalk. It's just a name. It's not that. It's that. Doesn't the giant normally say fee, fi, fo, fum? Oh, right. I guess he decided to get rid of fees.
Unlike cable providers, with AT&T Internet, the price you see is the price you pay. $40 a month. No extra monthly fees, no surprises. The end. More for your thing. That's our thing. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT.
Stepping into the unknown, it can be difficult to find the way. But with the compassion of the cross and the security of the shield, obstacles become openings. As we have for over 80 years, we'll continue to light the way, helping families find the right coverage in all 100 counties, giving you the power to shine forward to whatever awaits tomorrow. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. Live fearless.
Are you ready for this? $12 a month, interest-free. That's your low monthly payment at Rooms to Go for everything you're about to see. Over 100 perfect picks, just $12 a month for a sofa and love seat set, sectionals, sleeper sofas, a dual reclining sofa, $12 a month for 5-piece dining sets, 5-piece bedrooms, accent cabinets, consoles, a complete queen bed with mattress, just $5.99 or $12 a month for 50 months, interest-free. Right now at Rooms to Go.
Welcome back. Cleveland has a 28-14 lead over Clayton at the half. I'm joined by Clayton principal Bennett Jones. Mr. Jones, what kind of new implementations are you doing for this season?
We're very excited at Clayton High School. We're doing a couple of new things. Clayton Flex Day, which is a flexible learning day. We have 6 of them during the course of the year where students actually don't come to campus, but they work at their own pace, at their own setting, or maybe volunteer, while teachers are getting intensive professional development. So we're very excited about our Flex Learning Days, as well as our Common Connection, which is our 9th grade initiative, where we're focusing on social and emotional learning for our 9th grade students, and not just academic content, but also things like social media awareness, cyberbullying, and those things, really trying to give a whole child education with our 9th graders.
What awards has Clayton won recently?
Well, we're very excited about a couple of our seniors that have already committed to colleges, and Virginia Tech for J.R. Walker, and NC State for Savion Jackson. But Clayton High School has had a run of athletic success in its history. Our state champion tennis team from last year, men's tennis team, our golf team finished second. But Savion and J.R. are just adding to the list of notable athletes from Clayton High School. You got Chris Archer in the Major League Baseball Pirates. You got Gary Clark in the NBA, Houston Rockets, and Kenny Harrison, a world record holder in track and field. So we're very proud of the athletic heritage at Clayton High School and our programs throughout the school year.
Thanks, Mr. Jones.
Thank you very much. Go Comets.
And now I'm also joined by Cleveland principal Jenna Salzhair. You guys have had so much success athletically these past few seasons. How does that bring the community together?
It absolutely, I mean, you can see by the crowd that we have here tonight, we have that huge community support. Obviously, they want to come out and watch us win, and so the more wins we are able to bring home, the better it is for the community. But, you know, I'm so proud of what our coaches do, not just on the field, but off the field for these young men. We definitely, you know, make sure that we prepare them not just for being successful students, but also being successful men once they move on from Cleveland High School.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have more of the Hendrick Chevrolet halftime report after this.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at HendrickChevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Plastic bottles in North Carolina are creating jobs in our communities. They are separated, sorted, and packaged by your neighbors. Bottles are ground into small pieces called flake by your friends. The flake is clean and melted into pellets, then transformed into socks, your favorite shirt, the carpeting in your car, as well as other bottles. When you recycle plastic bottles here in the Carolinas, you're providing employment for an estimated 3,500 people. When you recycle your plastic bottles, you're making a positive impact on your community. Your bottle means jobs.
Proudly representing the community for years, Oxner Permar is now proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete of the Week for MyRDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Oxner Permar will shine a light on an exceptional scholar athlete who inspires us all to do the right thing, just as we strive to make wrongs right every day at Oxner Permar. Plus, at the end of the season, one of these All-Stars will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Oxner Permar. Oxner Permar, we make wrongs right.
I'm an apple tree kid.
I was an apple tree kid. Now I'm an apple tree parent.
At Apple Tree Daycare, we've kept our commitment as a leading child care provider and learning community since 1990.
Our 5-star facilities provide safe and educational spaces for your child. We keep germs away with zonal sanitation stations, and our degreed teachers deliver Life Cubby daily reports to parents. We offer track in, track out, summer camp, and pre-K classes.
Apple Tree has 4 Southeast Raleigh 5-star locations. Space is limited. Call today.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at hendrickchevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Hendrick Chevrolet halftime report continues from Clayton. 28-14, the Rams have a 2-touchdown lead on the Clayton Comets. Patrick Keenis, Jay Sohnhalter, and the Cleveland Rams High School Marching Band entertaining us at halftime. And Jay, we saw a deluge of touchdowns early in the game. 2 in the first minute. Things then settled in as we get a look at the opening play from scrimmage on our halftime highlights.
Yeah, and it was Walker, the zone read. This game started off quick in a hurry here. Explosion play. And he's been so good on the ground. Not really a lot of passing opportunities, but leading this offense, the zone read, and distributing the ball to different running backs.
All right, that happened in the game's first 21 seconds. Then we get a game-tying touchdown after this long connection with Joe I. Williams. And a minute into the game, we were tied 7-7. But then we began to see the Rams defense make some big plays, 2 critical 4th down stops by the Rams defense.
Yeah, and that defense, they're so athletic, and they really stood up, and then it propelled their offense. And Tyson Dew getting involved, but then Williams, 6'3", big wide receiver, but he started taking over in the passing game.
28-14, this is one of the 2 first half running touchdowns by Tyson Dew. It's 28-14 Rams at halftime. Again, they've never lost here on this field to Clayton. And this is one of the reasons why they're looking for a 4th straight win. Chadwick had a little trouble with that kick, but then untouched, 79 yards for a kickoff return for a touchdown. That made it 21-14. And then a final half-minute touchdown reception by Caleb Scott from Ocean. And it's 28-14 at the break. The Rams on top of the Clayton Comets. Again, so much on the line here in the Greater News. Each of these teams undefeated, and certainly the inside lane to the conference championships and maybe a run at the state championship. Let's go downstairs to Aaron Summers, who's with Clayton head coach Hunter Jenks. Aaron?
2 goal line stands. How are you going to be able to convert when you're in the red zone?
I think that's the key is we have to capitalize when we have the chance. And, you know, hats off to them. They made a play, and we didn't make the play. But, you know, it's a 2-half game, so hopefully we can make the play in the second half.
Who are you going to call on to make those plays for you?
Who's ever in the game, we have full confidence in, whether it's Trayvon, Josh, Evan, Jalen, who's ever in, they'll make the play for us.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Patrick?
All right, he was a weight room champion in his college days at Elon, but Hunter Jenks trying to summon some strength from his Comets. 3rd quarter begins when we return. Cleveland on top of Clayton, 28-14.
Growing up, I was kind of reserved and quiet, and then when I got on the soccer field, I sort of just left all that behind me. You know, my friends and I, we would laugh and scream and just like have so much fun. And so as I started playing soccer and getting more into it, at school I realized it was easier for me to make friends and connect. Just because that camaraderie I had on the soccer team, I felt like I could do that in real life, like why not?
Climb to new heights with Launching Pad's Flight Training Wall. Can you and your friends make it to the top? And then take the leap into our foam pit. All this and so much more, all for one price. Only at Launching Pad in Raleigh.
Mike here from Leith Auto Park Honda in Cary, and during the Certified Dream Deal sales event, we have amazing pricing on award-winning Accord, Civic, and CR-V models. We don't play any games or gimmicks because we don't have to. Our amazing staff and our tremendous selection keeps our customers happy, and our Leith Peace of Mind pricing keeps them coming back. You'll also get Auto Park for life. That's oil changes, loaner cars, and more, all at no cost to you. So hurry in to Leith Auto Park Honda for clearance pricing before time runs out. It's easier here.
I'm at Saltwater Seafood, best seafood place in town. I'm telling you, the best service. The people here are excellent. They treat you like family, and they got the best fresh fish, and it's so good. And not only can you buy fresh fish, you get it fried in the shack. They fried it, seasoned to a T. I come in here all the time. I don't ever go nowhere else but here. I'm telling you, best place in Raleigh. You hear me? You better come on down and get you some fish. I love it.
Come see us! Listen up, Ninja Warriors. You've seen it on TV, and now you can take on the challenge. The Real American Ninja Warrior course at Launching Pad is now open. Need more thrills? Head over to the launch tower for the jump of a lifetime. Only at Launching Pad in Raleigh.
This is a shutdown night in Clayton, North Carolina. It feels like everybody is here as Cleveland and Clayton renew their vows. 28-14. The Rams have the halftime lead. Patrick Keenis, Jay Sodenhalter up here in the booth. Aaron Summers down on the sideline. Evan Badler and company in the truck behind us. Thank you for all of your great work and dedication as we press on to now the back half of the high school football. Much interrupted regular season with a couple of hurricanes impacted many teams and even a couple of our broadcasts. But everybody healthy and things getting back to normal. Talk about getting back to normal for the Clayton Comets. They need to lean heavily on their defense because they will be out there first with the Rams leading by 2 scores.
And the defense, they've got to be able to stop the run and try to make Cleveland at least one-dimensional, but they also need to get some turnovers. I mean, that defensive line is good.
And it's an onside kick by the Comets straight out of intermission. And there's a big pile, and they'll point the Comets' way. They have played very traditional football through the first 24 minutes, and the kicker recovers. Noah Williams, number 65, kicking tee in one hand, football, our ball, in the other.
Sometimes you got to make some unconventional calls. And Coach Jinks right here, out of the half, the onside kick. It's got to go 10 yards, and it does. And then the scramble for the ball. Clayton coming up with a huge play.
He took it away from his teammate, Jameer Jones. He was flanked. The first man on the scene kind of cleared out the front guy on the defensive side and kept the ball alive. The ball then deflected off of a helmet and back toward Jones. And then Noah Williams, the place kicker, said, "My ball, my kick." And boy, that is a game-altering play for the Clayton Comets. So this drive will begin theoretically in Rams territory, but a false start will go on the Comets. Now let's get to the offense for the Comets. We've seen J.R. Walker predominantly as their quarterback. Couple of throws, both off target, but again, if you're joining us late, Austin Cagle, the 3-year starting quarterback, injured his ankle, scored a touchdown about 3 weeks ago. Probably out for a couple more weeks, but right now they're just trying to jerry-rig quarterbacks in there to do some damage.
Well, and Walker, he's dangerous with his running ability, but he can throw the ball. He's got a strong arm. They've got to find a way to get a little bit of balance. I think they need to get him out the outside, give him some easy passing plays to slow down this pass rush.
And another flag thrown in, and this is a delay of the game on Clayton. So the onside kick recovered by the Comets, but now going in reverse on 2 straight penalties. And this will bring up 1st and 20. Well, Jay, talk about what you think the message was at halftime from Hunter Jenks. I mean, this is a Clayton program, unbeaten regular season last year. They beat this Cleveland team twice last year, but a dogfight right now.
Well, and he told Aaron, you know, it's 2 halves, and I think the adjustments he had to make and what his message was, hey, defense, we need to get a rush. We've got to get pressure on Ocean. We've got to slow him down. We got to get turnovers, and then offense, we've got to find ways to convert in the red zone and on 4th down.
Walker will keep stood up and maybe back to the line of scrimmage. With Walker, and even then when he's been replaced on a couple of series or even a couple of plays even by junior Jacob Whittington, there's not much here in the passing game at all for the Clayton Comets. So at least for the Rams, they have a really good idea about the limitation of the plays, even though we talked to Hunter Jenks and he said a lot of pass plays are in the playbook tonight for J.R. Walker.
They've kind of been one-dimensional, and that definitely makes it easier for a defense. And Patrick, going back to adjustments, another thing that they have to do a better job of is special teams. They gave up the 1 touchdown, then the onside kick opportunities.
This is Walker, a quick little fake. Now he sprints through the middle. A lot of room here, and Walker will pick up about 11 yards. The ball did come loose, and I think that was a live football. But you see at the bottom of the pile right there, the recovery by Clayton's Jalen Emery. So that was a live football, but Emery came out of there with it. And there is an injured Comet down. And is that J.R. Walker? Oh, that's J.R. Walker, the prize recruit of Virginia Tech. Looks to be holding maybe the right arm, right wrist. We'll take a break and check in on J.R. Walker, the quarterback, the flashy, now new Hokie. He's injured in the play. Back after this, Cleveland up by 2 scores.
It takes a Titan to lend a hand, even when their hands are full. With best-in-class standard horsepower and torque, line spot warning, and America's best truck warranty, the 2019 Nissan Titan is always at the ready. America needs more Titans. You've got work to do, and we've got your truck.
Save up to $14,715 on Titan, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
Now the most capable tech you own is in your driveway.
Proudly representing the community for years, Oxner Permar is now proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete of the Week for MyRDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Oxner Permar will shine a light on an exceptional scholar athlete who inspires us all to do the right thing, just as we strive to make wrongs right every day at Oxner Permar. Plus, at the end of the season, one of these All-Stars will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Oxner Permar. Oxner Permar, we make wrongs right.
Behind that gaggle of Comets is one of the top recruits to Virginia Tech, J.R. Walker, injured on one of the first plays of this 3rd quarter. He spurned NC State, Duke, Carolina, Michigan State, Maryland, and South Carolina before announcing last week on his high school campus that he was going to Virginia Tech, injured and being tended to by the training staff. So now we see Jacob Whittington come into quarterback, and this is a 3rd and 10 play. He'll pass. A good reach forward grab is made by Brandon Cray, and somersaults his way to about the 44-yard line, but he's going to be 5 yards short of a 1st down.
Here you're kind of in no man's land. In normal situations, you probably punt the ball here, but with Clayton needing a spark, they're going to stay out on the field. I expect them to go for it here, and the new quarterback in the game, I think this is a passing situation, obviously, 4th and 6.
You are always only 1 play away from being thrown into a critical game situation. That's where Jacob Whittington finds himself now on 4th down and 6, down by 2 scores. Pocket collapses, he tucks, he runs. It's a 1st down for the Comets. Great progression read by Whittington. He was not flustered. He sensed the pocket collapsing on the outside and found room in between the tackles. Excellent decision making there by Whittington, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I liked how he was decisive. When he looked towards the left, he waited for his wide receivers to get open. Didn't see them get open, so he got out of the pocket, made an aggressive move.
Blue Cross Blue Shield, 1st down for the Comets. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina. That adrenaline has to be coursing through the veins of Whittington. 1st down, Comet to the 36-yard line. Fakes a handoff, he'll throw over the middle into traffic. Incomplete, and a late flag comes in. Jalen Emery took a hit to the secondary. And this looks like a personal foul coming against the Rams, much to the chagrin of John Barnes. Jaquez Durham, number 20, in there as well. Durham forced 4 turnovers by himself last week for the Rams. Is it a penalty or is it an uncatchable pass? There's Oscar Pace, our referee. Head coach Scott Riley in his 5th year now for the Rams. He's a few feet onto the field, and it will go against the Rams. Well, there are 2 penalties offsetting. There's also an ineligible receiver downfield on the Comets. So offsetting penalties.
Whittington throwing the ball, double coverage.
I don't see it on the back end right there.
Replay the down. 1st and 10.
Unless it's that hold below the right shoulder, you can't penalize Durham right there for a glancing blow against the arm.
And both sides needing an explanation.
So there will be offsetting penalties. Hunter Jenks, 3rd-year head coach for the Comets. Former head coach at South Johnston. It's the team they beat last week. Coordinator there and then elevated to head coach, was there for a couple of years before being named head coach here about 2.5 years ago. So after all that, it remains 1st down and 10, 36-yard line. Comet football. They began this 3rd quarter recovering an onside kick. And a handoff through the middle. Ball comes loose away from Richardson, and the Cleveland Rams have it. The recovery by Tavon Sutton. 2nd turnover of the game for the Comets.
We'll see as Richardson going through low center of gravity, and that ball just getting knocked out by big number 90, Xavier Clark, the senior defensive end, knocking it through there. And this defense, very athletic. They've been sound in their tackling, and then getting off the field at opportune times.
So off of the onside kick recovery, comes up snake eyes for the Comets. 1st possession, 2nd half for the Rams. And Darius Ocean throwing back, easy, easy. No flags, they remain in the back pockets. And we'll see what advance they give to Darius Ocean. Maybe a couple of yards. Ocean impressive, especially throwing strong side for the lefty in that 1st half to a number of different wide receiver targets.
And Patrick, he's throwing vertical routes. I mean, he's not throwing short, easy completions. He's throwing the ball down the field. Only 4 interceptions on the season, so that's a testament to his accuracy, but also decision-making and protecting the football.
Tyson Dew to his right, 2 touchdown carries. Shovel pass, he caught one of those the first half as well. Sprinting it across the 50, tumbled down to the 46-yard line. That'll be 20 yards on that shovel pass to Tyson Dew.
This is like a change-up curveball in baseball here with that shovel pass forward. Defense coming upfield, not expecting it. The offensive line on that interior, sealing off the edges for a big game.
Cross Blue Shield, 1st down. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina. 1st down, Rams. 2 touchdown lead for Cleveland. The Comets territory at the 46. Tight formation for the Rams. Ocean screens it out and is simply dropped in the flat, incomplete. Comets pick up, that was clearly a forward pass. In and out of the hands of Joe I. Williams. He's been a reliable receiver all career for the Rams.
There's a lot of Comet defenders out there, so even though that ball was caught, you always want to catch it. Not a lot of room for him to run.
We talked about that ratio of touchdown passes versus incomplete passes the last 3 games, as we get a late flag that comes in holding on the Rams. We've seen a couple of pretty easy drops on passes made by Darius Ocean. Trying to make it 4 straight games with that positive ratio is going to be a challenge here tonight. He needs a big 2nd half.
They've had some big, long, deep completions, but on some of those short ones, they're just like that, just not able to connect.
So now 1st down and 20, back outside the 50-yard line. Ocean out of the gun, stands 6 yards deep. Barnes in motion. Pressure from the outside. Again, improvising is Ocean. Up the middle, lot of room. Hits another gear. Spins and is thrown down around the 20-yard line. 36 for Darius Ocean.
But Ocean had Barnes, number 5 here, streaking across the field. He had him right there, but then the pressure coming through, so then he took off, and then you see the speed. But how about J.R. Walker, the quarterback, also playing in the secondary, not in the game right now, missing that thumper on the defensive side, allowing Ocean a clear path for the game.
We're back in the Wake 86 at green zone. It's still a little bit scary, though, for Darius Ocean. When he's running in the open field, that football is a yard away from his hip. It's very exposed, but he felt contact coming just at the last second, tucked it in.
You've got to lock the ball up. Knowing defenders are coming through trying to claw it out.
Ocean, little delay in the backfield. Gonna go for a couple of yards off the right side. Chadwick with that big touchdown on the kickoff return midway through the second quarter for the carry.
About 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 now for the Rams.
Well, the prospect of the Rams going 3 touchdowns up on Clayton, and the prospect of the injury to J.R. Walker. We don't know if he's able to come back. That'd be a huge fortress to climb over for the Comets.
And this is where you need your defense, that defensive line to step up. You've got to get pressure on Ocean.
Ocean toward the goal line, leaping effort, came knocked out of the hands of John Barnes. He did everything to bring it in, but it was pried loose by Trayshawn Weeks, number 5. And that was all the determination by Weeks to somehow punch that ball out of there, out of Barnes' hands.
Yeah, look at this. This ball kind of perfect. It kind of just hit into the belly of Barnes, and then Weeks knocking it out.
So now 8 yards to go on 3rd down. 28-14 Rams. There's that matchup. Barnes against Weeks. Bottom of your screen. Ocean. Pressure coming from the backside, and Ocean had the ball knocked loose. Penalty markers are down. The Comets are on it. But there's a flag on the play as Clayton's Bryce Graves recovers the fumble. The strip from the backside, it's holding on the Rams, and the first turnover charge against Cleveland in the game. And boy, did the Comets ever need that one.
And the defensive line now finally stepping up, getting pressure on Ocean. That's what they needed. They needed a spark. We'll see it here coming off the right side, dipping and ripping. Number 40, outstanding, staying low, getting underneath the tackle, and Williams.
Yeah, Amari Williams, number 40. The recovery by Graves, and a hold could not slow Williams down. 28-14 the lead. A reminder, that will be in the list of a possible Miller Mott game-changing play of the game. It was selected during the 4th quarter of tonight's game. Miller Mott, changing futures, changing lives. Kick off your new career with Miller Mott. Well, there's Emery for about 3, but still no visual confirmation of J.R. Walker's. We see Jacob Whittington on really for his first official series to begin a drive for the Clayton Comets tonight.
Well, after you get a big play on defense, you know, there's still plenty of time here, but you kind of get the feeling Clayton has to get a drive going here. They have to get some points on the board to get some momentum.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Whittington handles a low snap over the middle. Nice finesse. And the catch to Evan Harding stumbles a bit down to the 45-yard line in Rams territory. Perfect throw by Whittington. Good touch. And Harding right in stride caught it.
Right in the middle of the defense there. No safety help. That could have been a touchdown. He would have been able to stay on his feet. Wide open middle of the field. Now with Whittington coming in here, opening up the playbook here through the air.
That play good for a Blue Cross Blue Shield 1st down. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina. Evan Harding on the end of that reception, 1st down from the Rams 48. Whittington fakes off to Wilson, carries through the right side. Maybe Whittington beginning to feel a little traction, some confidence now.
And he's athletic too. With the zone read, now he's starting to get into the running game plan. And it's great when you have quarterbacks that both have different skills and different talents, but you can run the same offense. You don't have to change things up. You don't have to close your playbook. Whittington showing off, keeping that zone read option available where he can pull it or hand it off to the running backs, puts so much pressure, especially on the defensive ends.
Well, remember the last possession for the Comets when Walker went down with the injury. Whittington came on the field as the third-string quarterback with a 3rd and 10, completed a pass. And he's back in there again here. 2nd down and about 6. Probing for room. And taken down inside the 40-yard line. Tranum. To bring up 3rd and short. Comets have not been in 3rd and short all that often tonight.
For Clayton, this is 2-down territory. 3rd down here, but if you don't get it, you got to go for it on 4th down. They're wide receivers on the outside. They're not a huge game, but they're helping block in the running game. Very unselfish.
So the Comets bring out a couple of new receivers off the sideline, including Tay Riley. 3rd and short. Whittington hands off. Spinning toward the marker. A little bit close for Josh Wilson of the Comets.
Close to the 1st down marker.
Clock will be stopped at 5:06. Looked like he had enough. And they mark it inside the 37-yard line. They'll eyeball it. And last time we saw an eyeball by the referee, Oscar Pace, he was ready to give it a 1st down, but called out for the change anyway. Similar reaction here. It looks like the Comets will have it, but Oscar Pace at this important moment midway through the 3rd quarter calls for the change again. Cleveland was driving for a 3-touchdown lead with J.R. Walker still nursing an injury on that Clayton sideline. On a big 3rd down play, and by the nose of the football, it will be a 1st down for Clayton. The pressure came off the backside. Darius Ocean was stripped. Comets recovered the fumble. And now it's Whittington beginning to lead this Comet offense down the field. 1st down, they move the chains at the 37-yard line.
And Amari Williams on that strip sack. He's the backside defensive end going against a left-handed quarterback, and he's got such a huge role. So many times it's the opposite side because you're facing right-handed quarterbacks, but when you're a backside defensive end, you've got to win your battle up there because the quarterback can't see. You can only feel you and have that presence, and Ocean not able to feel him and elude the sack.
Tight formation on 1st down. Tranum off the left side and just not knocked off his feet until the last moment, maybe a couple of yards. Tranum for 2. This game has really calmed down from what frenetic pace we saw in the 1st minute. But now as this drive continues for the Comets and the time begins to get chewed up a bit, pretty important for Clayton to get in the end zone here.
Oh, we saw Whittington hit Harding over the middle on that post route. Here's 2nd and 8. Good opportunity. The safety's playing up. Take another shot down the field.
And they overload the left on 2nd down, long pass. Overshoots his man around the 10-yard line, incomplete. Looking for Emery. That brings up 3rd down. Certainly 4-down territory here for the Comets, down by 14.
And Patrick, with Emery's length, no safeties deeper than 7 yards. That passing plays there all day. That was a post route, just not able to connect, a little bit wide and deep. The middle of the field, I mean, there's post routes, there's crossing routes, there's go routes for the taking. Here it looks like the jumbo package coming in, so Clayton, they're going to try to run the ball here on 3rd and 8.
And again, when J.R. Walker went off the field as we went to break, his helmet was still on, so it was not any kind of concussion protocol at all. But the training staff is tending to him. We're endeavoring to get an update on his status as Whittington brings him to the line from the gun on 3rd and long. Fumbles the snap, picks up, gets away from one, gets away from another, and is fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that is a lost play for the Comets. And brings up 4th down as we submarine below 4 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
Good snap, just not able to hold on to it. And then from there, it was a melee. The offensive line, you can't hold up because the defensive linemen are just falling off your box, going after the football there. Good job just holding on to it. And now 4th down. Again, we talked about passing plays. Middle of the field, you got to read the defense, see where the safeties are lined up pre-snap. but we've seen it all throughout this drive and really most of the game. Safeties playing close. Now one middle-high safety now coming towards the line of scrimmage.
All right, 4th down, 8 to go. A very tardy handoff, but breaking through. Josh Wilson to the left side, gets out of an ankle tackle to the end zone. Wilson scores on 4th and 10 from 37 yards. A game-saving touchdown run by Josh Wilson. And the Comets are within a score.
Well, an outstanding play call we'll see here. Once you get the snap, all the wide receivers, everybody flowing towards the right, and then Wilson kind of just delaying there, squatting down, hiding, and then getting the handoff, going towards the left, the block on the left side of the line of scrimmage. Outstanding, and then Wilson's speed taking it in the end zone. Boy, did they need that.
The most delayed of a delayed handoff you'll see in a high school game. Good for 37 and good to perhaps keep the conference championship title hopes alive for the Clayton Comets. 28-21 Cleveland, 3:18 to go in the 3rd.
Miller Mott understands motivation. Miller Mott understands goals. Our dental assisting program makes it easier for you to start doing what you love. Kick off your new career education today at Miller Mott College in Raleigh.
Mike here from Leith Auto Park Honda in Cary, and during the Certified Dream Deal sales event, we have amazing pricing on award-winning Accord, Civic, and CRV models. We don't play any games or gimmicks because we don't have to. Our amazing staff and our tremendous selection keeps our customers happy, and our Leith Peace of Mind pricing keeps them coming back. You'll also get Auto Park for life. That's oil changes, loaner cars, and more, all at no cost to you. So hurry in to Leith Auto Park Honda for clearance pricing before time runs out. It's easier here.
Miller Mott understands support. Miller Mott understands success. Our veterinary technology program gives you the support and education you need to become a veterinary technician. Kick off your new career training today at Miller Mott College in Raleigh.
28-21 Cleveland leading Clayton, 3:18 left 3rd quarter. Let's go downstairs to Aaron Summers, who before the game spent a couple of special moments with a special member of our Friday Night Rivals broadcast team.
I'm here with Dr. Don Lane of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry. What made Lane & Associates decide to be a part of Friday Night Rivals?
Well, we love supporting community events, and I love football. Played football for Fuquay 1,000 years ago, and it was a great time, and it's a lot of fun. Learned a lot of quality traits, and we want kids today to have the same opportunity.
What does Lane & Associates Family Dentistry provide as far as their services?
Pretty much anything done in dentistry. We do oral surgery, implants, orthodontics, Invisalign, big Invisalign providers. We also do root canals, endodontics, and our new department, dental sleep medicine. We help people with sleep apnea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
All right, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Dr. Don Lane. And thank you, Lane & Associates Family Dentistry. Kickoff return well covered this time by the Comets. Down by 7. And let's take a look at the Saltwater Seafood scoring summary. And boy, if the Clayton Comets come back to steal this one on the road, the last play will be the one that does it. As we take a look at the summary, that big reception, part of it, but on a 4th and 10 from the 37-yard line, this delay handoff taken in by Josh Wilson. 11 plays covering more than 70 yards.
Calling a running play on 4th down, you've got to have faith that your offensive line can block up front, hold off, and then the speed of Wilson, the play design, outstanding. What a critical touchdown coming off of the huge turnover on defense.
Now we'll see what that does to inspire the defense for the Comets. Well, a handoff to the right side, a fake pass to the left by Ocean, but pretty well covered by the Comets and a little misdirection. This dude will pick up about 5. A lot of adversity now facing the Clayton Comets and Hunter Jenks. Quarterback J.R. Walker, who committed just 1 week ago to Virginia Tech, will give you an update on his prognosis for this second half after this play. Spoiler alert, it does not look good for his return tonight. 2nd down and 4. Ocean will toss to the right and cut down nicely is due, maybe a yard. And the tackle made by Cameron Burrows. That'll bring up third down.
This is just outstanding here on the option. Look at Burrows. Once Dew gets the ball, square him up and then go directly towards his legs, nowhere to go. In a one-on-one situation, plenty of room for Dew to move out of the way. That was a nice tackle.
So a loss of a yard. 3rd and 5 for the Rams. Suddenly back on their heels a bit, but still leading by 7. Darius Ocean calmly surveys the defense. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. He's throwing across the middle of slant. Good running catch made by Barnes. Eludes one and then gets wrestled down around the 35-yard line by Clayton's defender on the play, John Barnes. Big reception, excellent throw under pressure by Darius Ocean.
And they look like college quarterbacks and wide receivers with their timing and then just the ball placement. Barnes reaching out, catching the ball away from his body. The defender could not get it, and then getting the first down.
Isaiah Mananga making the tackle. First down for the Rams out to the 35-yard line. A minute and a half to go in the 3rd. Ocean does finally release the football to his running back, but not much there. Maybe a yard. Amari Williams with that strip sack in the last defensive series for the Comets makes the tackle.
See him, number 40, facing the block, getting off the block, and then making the tackle. That's so tough as a defender to react, play with your eyes, and then use your hands to make the play.
You see number 11 in the front of your screen, Savion Jackson. We'll talk about him in a moment. Haven't called his name really much at all tonight. We'll let Jay Stonehalter explain why after this play. 9 yards to go, 2nd down. Pressure coming. Offensive line held up momentarily. Now Ocean chased out, tosses the sideline. A comeback catch is made by Barnes, gets loose, and goes into Comets territory. 3rd time tonight we've seen Barnes come back to a slightly underthrown pass for a reception.
The 6-foot wide receiver, look at his arms here coming out again, getting this ball. And then the pass rush, Ocean getting away. And he just has that cohesion, the timing, that partnership with his quarterback. They both kind of know where they're going to be.
Blue Cross Blue Shield first down, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Be bold, be confident, live fearless, North Carolina. We had a glance at number 11, Savion Jackson, the commit to NC State. What has the Cleveland line been doing well to prevent any adversity in the backfield from him?
Well, he was playing in the middle of the defense. He was getting double teamed. Now moving along the defensive side, or defensive line, he's moving to the outside, getting more one-on-one blocks. The O-line is just using good techniques, chipping him as well. They know how good he is, but they're helping each other out to keep him away from Ocean.
All right, timeout on the field. We will keep it here with 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Cleveland leading Clayton 28-21. Now for the Lane & Associates Smile Cam. We love to make you smile. Rams cheer team. Cleveland mounting a bit of a drive now. Up by 7, but we've seen a little counter by Clayton. They were on the verge of going down 21 points with their truly athletic star player, J.R. Walker, out with an injury. And we'll update you on his status. According to Aaron Summers, who is down on the sideline, ice is around his right forearm. He was being consoled by his father. As we told you during the broadcast earlier tonight, his dad, William, is the defensive line coach for the Clayton Comets. So certainly dealing with a lot of emotion on that sideline. No update on the diagnosis, but it is looking very unlikely that we will see J.R. Walker back on the field tonight. First down, Rams from the 44-yard line. Ocean will tuck it in, take a big upper body hit, and slow to get up, and I think that was Jackson who unloaded. But Ocean's okay, no flags, and that will be very close to a first down.
You'll see Ocean here getting out of the way. The pass rush kept his eyes upfield just long enough to elude the rush and keep the defenders at bay. But then he took the hit, and that was Burrows again. That's the 2nd time we've seen him with huge hits. He's laying down the hammer.
Cameron Burrows, number 14, unloaded. Trying to piece his way through. Tyson Dew, who's been very elusive and tough to tackle one-on-one. It takes 4, maybe 5 Comets, and the Ram fans rise to their feet, punching through this October air with their fists, awarding that effort to Tyson Dew. Yeah, that's a weight room run right there by Dew, is it not?
Here's Ocean on this previous play. Look at Cameron Burrows fly in, disregarding his body, leading with the shoulder. You know, when you've got a guy in the secondary, in the middle of that field that kind of patrols it, that's an enforcer. Kind of keep your head on a swivel if you're running the ball, looking out for Burrows.
This will be the final play of the third quarter on 2nd and short. And that will be good enough for a Tyson Dew Cleveland Rams first down. 12 minutes left in the Johnston County rivalry. The Cleveland Rams trying to avenge 2 losses last year to Clayton, including one that ended their state championship hopes. Cleveland on top by a touchdown. Fourth quarter's next.
Looking for a safe, fun, and free place to take your trick-or-treaters? CW22 and My RDC 28 present Halloween Safe Night at the North Carolina Museum of History. It's all happening Halloween night, October 31st from 6 to 9 p.m. Kids ages 12 and under and their parents can walk along the trick-or-treat trail through the Story of North Carolina exhibit, collecting all kinds of candies and treats. Don't miss out. It's all free, and it's a safe night. Log on to RaleighCW.com for more details.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet and Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at HendrickChevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
It doesn't matter how you do it, just 86 it.
Proudly representing the community for years, Oxner Permar is now proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete of the Week for My RDC's Friday Night Rivals. Every Friday night, Oxner Permar will shine a light on an exceptional scholar athlete who inspires us all to do the right thing, just as we strive to make wrongs right every day at Oxner Permar. Plus, at the end of the season, one of these All-Stars will receive a $5,000 scholarship provided by Oxner Permar. Oxner Permar, we make wrongs right.
Your vehicle search ends here. Hendrick Chevrolet and Cary has North Carolina's largest selection of new Chevys, plus up to $15,000 off MSRP. Find new roads at HendrickChevrolet.com. That's the power of Hendrick.
Ready to begin the fourth quarter. 12 minutes to go until a big party begins here on the campus of Cleveland High School, but a long way to go before the celebration. The lead is 7, 28-21. It is Cleveland Rams football, and the drive continues at the 22-yard line. First down for Darius Ocean and the Rams, who conceded the first score of the game on the first play from scrimmage tonight. But rally to take a 2-touchdown lead by halftime. Pass to the end zone, intercepted by the Comets. And they will deny again with their defense on the first play of the fourth quarter. James Todd, the interception, and no receiver in range as Darius Ocean got pressured, threw it up for grabs, and the Cleveland Rams with their second turnover in as many possessions.
Well, we talked about the defensive line, enough pressure on Ocean just to feel like he had to get rid of the ball. Then a miscommunication. Todd sitting perfect position in this defense. They've got to help out the offense with the quarterback changes they've had. Just the flow of this game. This defense has had to find a way to make plays, get turnovers. They've got it on the past 2 drives.
A look of concern by the head coach of the Cleveland Rams, Scott Riley. Whittington still under center. Handoff to the right side. Josh Wilson, very little there. And if you're tuning in just a bit late, J.R. Walker, who is filling in for the injured quarterback Austin Cagle, who was injured about 3.5 weeks ago. He too has now been knocked out of the game, what we think for the rest of the game at least, with a right forearm injury that he took a little bit earlier in the game. There you see Walker on the sideline, no helmet, father nearby. So turns it over now to the third-string quarterback, Whittington, who fumbled the snap. Recovered again by the quarterback of the Comets.
Clayton, they've got great quarterback depth. You've got 3 guys been able to run this offense. Whittington there, good awareness just to jump on that ball, but he's made some big plays in the passing game coming in.
Yeah, there were some high schools where I grew up in Illinois. Third-string quarterback would be maybe your starter on the JV squad.
Right.
Maybe a sophomore at 5'4", 120, but not for the Clayton Comets. They need Whittington to come through. Big play here, deep in their own territory. Toss left on 3rd and 11, and Wilson cannot get through. Strung out, cut down, and many Rams on the coverage. Hunter Morris, number 24, led the way. It's 4th down, and that will absolutely force the Comets to punt it away, something we haven't said very often at all tonight.
They just flowed over to the football, and with their speed and holding on to the blocks, it allowed the defenders to come over and help out on that tackle. You know, after a big play by Clayton, not able to capitalize. We saw him capitalize on the last turnover, but here now, it's Cleveland defense really helping it out, and they should get a good field position.
Right, Jalen Emery will punt it away. His heels are on the goal line. Chadwick, who had that 79-yard kickoff return for a score, is waiting to return, and it is returnable. Chadwick will let it land. He will play the second hop, get by the first defender, sweep it to the sideline, and knocked out inside the 40. Excellent field position. 28-21, Rams lead, and they open up this drive in plus territory.
And I like Chadwick there, even though it was kind of dangerous getting that ball. You know, he had enough room to get. So many times you'll see returner just let that ball bounce for about 10 more yards.
But it was a comfortable hop.
Yeah, it was a comfortable hop. He gained about 12 yards after he caught it, but if he would have let go, it would probably been another 10 yards. So that's a 22-yard difference there with that decision.
So from the 39-yard line, the Rams with a touchdown lead. The defense bows up after the interception thrown by Darius Ocean. Ocean out of the gun. Due to his left on 1st down. Little delay handoff. Due swerving to the left. Again falls forward right to the numbers at the 30. He'll pick up 7, maybe 8.
Tyson Due on the carry. Gain about 7 on the play.
9.5 to play in the 4th quarter.
Cleveland here, again, getting Due involved, positive yards on the ground. And Cleveland, obviously, they want to score, but it's in their best interest to use this clock. No need to be in a rush as you're driving down here on this drive.
Well, these last 2 possessions, we've seen Ocean stripped on a sack for a fumble and then threw an interception. Will he make better decisions here? And he does. Wrapped up by Jackson, but the ball was in a very secure spot for Ocean. We've commented on that, said the ball's been a little bit loose at times when pressure comes.
Jackson looked like he's limping a little bit there, but that was a one-on-one block, and the big defensive lineman won there, using his hands. He's got such great leverage, power with his trunk, his arms, pushing the lineman back.
The loss of a couple of yards, and now we see Darius Ocean in a contented place, taking some time off for the clock. Big moment on 3rd down. Again for the Rams, up by a touchdown. Looks like 4-down territory. And on 3rd and long 5, Ocean will throw over the middle and throw it behind the intended receiver. Incomplete. Caleb Scott's across the middle, who caught a touchdown pass late in the first half. 4th down. We'll see what the Rams decide to do.
You'll see here, saving Jackson, number 11, standing up. Look, he didn't get to the quarterback, but watch him jump there right at the last minute. I don't know if he tipped it, but when you've got a defensive lineman jumping the last minute, that really messes with your vision and your arm angle if you're a quarterback. And Jackson there doing a good job with his technique.
And Jackson really captaining now his defense, urging as he spins around, saying we need this play. Jackson sets up on the left side of the line. 4th down and 5. Snap to Ocean. Time to throw out to the left side. Flag comes in. Is it a catch or incomplete? And the official saying it's a catch. Hunter Jenks disagrees, but there's a flag that came in. If it's on Clayton, it's a first down for the Rams. But looking at the body language, it looks like it's going on Cleveland. And it will. Ineligible man downfield. So no completion. It remains fourth down, and now it'll be 15 yards to go. Take it back, they'll mark it back 5 yards, 4th and 10.
You know, for Cleveland with their passing game, even though this is 4th and long, you've got to feel confident in Ocean's decision-making ability. The offensive line, for the most part, has done a good job tonight protecting up front.
Football needs to get just outside the 28-yard line. 4th down, and a timeout is going to be taken by the Rams. 8:06 left, 4th quarter. 4th down, critical moment for the Rams with the lead. Timeout on the field. Back with a 4th down decision when we return to Johnson County.
Saltwater Seafood has the freshest seafood in town and the best customer service.
Saltwater has the freshest seafood in town and the best staff.
Saltwater gets their fish fresh every morning.
Hey, Dante.
Check out the catch of the day at saltwaterseafoodnc.com and join our mailing list for weekly specials. Our fresh fish come daily from the North Carolina coast, and we're open every day but Monday.
I love their fresh fish right here at Saltwater.
Mike here from Leith Auto Park Honda and Cary, and during the Certified Dream Deal sales event, we have amazing pricing on award-winning Accord, Civic, and CRV models. We don't play any games or gimmicks because we don't have to. Our amazing staff and our tremendous selection keeps our customers happy, and our Leith Peace of Mind pricing keeps them coming back. You'll also get Auto Park for life. That's oil changes, loaner cars, and more, all at no cost to you. So hurry in to Leith Auto Park Honda for clearance pricing before time runs out. It's easier here.
Supersized 4th down stops by the defense tonight. 2 by Cleveland inside the 5-yard line, 1 by Clayton. And now the Clayton defense facing another 4th down here. It's 4th and 10. Rams football up a touchdown. And trying to take a stranglehold on the Greater News. Ocean, pressure from the blind side, underthrows the receiver at the 25-yard line, and the Clayton Comets defense gets another stop on Ocean and the Rams. They take over with 8:02 to play.
They got pressure. The defensive line got in the face of Ocean. You can see the sideline really getting hyped up over. They felt that energy. You know, the defense, when they get a big play going, we've seen Clayton react to that and gain that momentum as well. So Cleveland, a missed opportunity there, even though it's 4th and long. They could have kind of put an exclamation point if they could have continued this game using the clock, driving down for another score.
As great of a year as Darius Ocean has had start to finish this year. And these last 3 possessions, looks like the confidence is a little bit wobbly for him. A couple of turnovers, unable to come through there on 4th down. So the Clayton Comet offense back on the field, and again, it's Whittington remaining on the field as the quarterback, number 17. Nothing doing on 1st down there. But here at this stage, before we left for that break, the timeout was taken by Clayton. They only have 1 left. Full complement for Cleveland. So if you're a head coach, you're thinking 2 possessions perhaps left for my offense and my 3rd-string quarterback, who I have a lot of faith in, Jacob Whittington. 2nd and 10. Harding in motion. Now swings behind Whittington. A fake his way, short pass underneath, reception and room for the Comets, Brandon Cray, and takes it all the way to the 40-yard line. 22 yards on the reception, but there's a flag down back at the 44, and this could be coming back. But it looks like perhaps another ineligible man downfield.
And I'll tell you, for the offensive lineman, it's so tough on those screen plays because you got to wait to release and block downfield. And sometimes you just want to get out a little bit too early. We'll see 73 going down. Whittington didn't release the ball yet. And just an easy play for the officials there to throw the flag.
It looked like Shaquem Parker, number 73. 7:10 remaining. And now we go sideline warning against the Clayton Comets.
Sideline warning against the Comets.
28-21, Rams leading by 7. Cleveland, the school opened in 2010, and since the school opened its doors, the football program has never missed the playoffs every single year they've been in it. 79-28 their record over those 8 years. 2nd and 13. And off to the right side, not much there. See the Rams tugging to that football. Unable to pry it loose. And the cold hands of Jalen Tranum. 3rd and long now for the Clayton Comets. Outside the chains, they'll need 12.
Yeah, this is normal passing situations, but we've seen 3rd and 4th and long situations where they've gone to the ground attack. You know, here coming out with 4 wide receiver set, 1 back in the backfield. I think you got to throw it here, get Whittington rolling out.
A hugely important play. Pressure from the edges. Line holds up. Whittington tries to run it. He's wrapped up, spun around. Ball comes loose. The official saying he was down. And the Rams may have recovered, but you see that official in the middle of your screen pointing down with his index finger saying, no, the runner was down. He was down. So no fumble, but also no first down for the Clayton Comets. It'll be 4th down.
The wide receivers were all out towards the left, but Whittington with the pressure had to go towards the right.
Travis Waters, number 42, spun him around. We'll see Chadwick back to return. Another punt coming from Jalen Emery. Chadwick stands at the 30-yard line. Flag comes down. Had some movement. And this will go against. It's going to go against Cleveland. It appears to be offsides.
Offsides against the Comets.
Now they're going to say offsides against the Comets, which is awfully rare there. Maybe lining up in the neutral zone. That is the most unforced of unforced errors.
And as much as Clayton, looking at the clock, wants to go for it here, even though it's 4th and long, this is a smart play here, punting the ball. And yeah, he was in the neutral zone
that's not close.
2 yards.
Chadwick set to the 37-yard line. Emery, pretty good foot into this one. Chadwick comes up to it, grabs the 39, gets a huge block, but a penalty marker comes in as a Comet was floored on that block by a Ram. And that Comet is still on his hands and knees, and he's been knocked into December. And let's hope he is okay. That was a massive hit. It's an illegal hit from the side. Jacquez Durham, number 20.
Hopefully he's okay, because he's down right now, and you hate to see any player be hurt, and you can tell after that big hit.
And we will take this break, and we will check on the injured Comet when we return. 5:14 left, 4th quarter. 28-21 Rams.
Miller Mott understands skills. Miller Mott understands goals. Our career-focused medical clinical assistant training makes it easier for you to reach your goals. Kick off your new career training today at Miller Mott College in Cary.
It takes a Titan to lend a hand, even when their hands are full. With best-in-class standard horsepower and torque, blind spot warning, and America's best truck warranty, the 2019 Nissan Titan is always at the ready. America needs more Titans. You've got work to do, and we've got your truck.
Save up to $14,715 on Titan, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
Now the most capable tech you own is in your driveway.
Miller Mott understands passion. Miller Mott understands flexibility. We have the game plan for you to get the training you need for an exciting career in massage therapy. Kick off your new career education at Miller Mott College in Cary.
A bit of a pall across this football field. Cleveland leading Clayton by a touchdown. 5:14 left, 4th quarter. A punt by the Clayton Comets. A return by Chadwick. But a flag thrown on a vicious illegal hit by number 20, Jacquez Durham, coming down. And there we see Jayshwan Jacobs, number 9, took a hit. What do you see here, Jay?
Well, you see him right here. His head's in front, but he goes right into his helmet. And with player safety, so important. You just do not want to see these injuries, and you feel for him down on the field. It's a dangerous play, and this is the part of the game that's so tough to see is injuries.
Well, these teams are fierce rivals. We saw a little jawing even before kickoff tonight, but you don't want to see that. And we're just watching Jacobs trying to walk off under his own power. Now necessitates a couple of linemen to carry him off. That's a wise thing because he was having a tough time regaining his faculties and his physical abilities. And boy, let's hope that he's going to be okay. The hit was high. It looked like it was from the side. It'll be a 15-yard penalty. No, I didn't see any officials indicate that Durham was going to be ejected, so I believe Durham is still eligible to play. But this drive now for the Rams, up by 7, will begin at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for Cleveland, leading by a touchdown. Only one timeout left for Clayton. Ocean, hand off to the inside. Dew. And Dew off the left for maybe 3.
Cleveland running the ball away from Savion Jackson. They're standing up. They're kind of finding where he's at and then going to the opposite side, trying to stay away from the strong defensive end. And now listen, this is where the defense, you've got to get a stop if you're playing. Otherwise, this game's over because Cleveland, they can hold on to the ball. They're using the clock right now. And with their ability on offense in the passing game, they're one play away from taking the end zone. So you've got to get a stop. The defensive line, this is where they have to win.
Darius Ocean again being very deliberative, using a lot of the play clock. Handoff again on the inside on 2nd and 6. This is good for a 1st down and more. Tyson Dew dragging a defender into Comet territory all the way down to the 41. 30 yards for Tyson Dew. And a 1st down closer to a Cleveland Rams win.
And Dew, he's a powerful running back. And the blocking on the interior part of that offensive line. And then the speed. He ran away from Jackson right there, then carrying defenders. This offensive line, they're taking control of the line of scrimmage.
And Tyson Dew getting some D1 looks. Dew is a senior, no commit as of yet. Clock rolling to 4:20. It's a 1st down for the Rams in Comet territory. Clayton needs another turnover. Pressure coming from Jackson, escaping a bit as a penalty marker comes in. And Ocean got back to the original line of scrimmage, but this looks like it's going to be a hold on the Rams. And yeah, look at the reaction of number 52, Darius Bennett. It may be on him. And it is a hold.
Holding is the call.
Oscar Pace, our referee.
From the spot. Down will remain the same.
A spot foul remains 1st down. Clock at 4:12, but again, just one timeout left for the Comets. So for Hunter Jenks, he needs to decide when he uses it, and you expect run. It almost has to happen on this set of downs for the Clayton Comet defense.
Well, just another item here. We saw some slipping from the secondary defenders from Clayton. They have to keep everything in front of them and flow in past because that field is getting wet, but they can't give up a big play right here.
And so they will wind the clock on 1st and 20. The Rams won't snap this football until the clock is below 4 minutes. 1st down, toss left side, Dew. Wrapped up and still carrying defenders over midfield. James Todd, number 23, got there first and basically was looking like jockey Pat Day is along for the ride.
Great play design, nice block on the outside. And look at him just carrying him. Just the force, the power, and staying in bounds.
They'll pick up a 5, but right now the clock is the enemy of the Comets. Again, a patient bit of captaining by this quarterback, Darius Ocean. On 2nd and 15, Dew with room on the right side, turns the corner. This may be game, set, match for the Rams. Tiptoeing down the sideline, maintains his balance. He's marked out of bounds. He's marked out back of the 17-yard line. Dew did the high wire act down the sideline, willing his body to stay in bounds, but couldn't do it. That could be the final nail unless a turnover is forced by the Comets.
This was a great run, but Darius Bennett, the right tackle, he sealed the edge, kept his defender off away from the lane Dew was going towards, and that's just great blocking. The offensive lineman clearing the path, and then Dew with the bounce, falling out of bounds, but still tight roping that sideline.
Back into the Wake 86 in green zone. Help keep Wake County litter free and 86 are trash. They marked him out of bounds to the 17-yard line. Dew gets a breather on the sideline. 3:05 remaining. Rams football up a touchdown. Man in motion. Handoff to the inside. Chadwick inside the 15 to the 13. And again, Clayton is pretty much helpless in terms of when they use that last time out. Can't use it now. Can't use it after second down.
And the biggest thing, they need to stop. And they need to try to strip the ball. And if you're Cleveland, key is hold on to the ball. If you feel like you're going down, people are going for it, just get down on the ground. Do not try to get an extra yard or two. You need to hold on to the ball. Possession is the most important thing right now.
Well, there have been 2 turnovers by Cleveland in this second half. If they avoid the turnover, the inside position to the Greater News title is theirs. Dew through the middle, covering the football. He's to the 10. And this will be the play here for the Clayton defense. If they keep Cleveland away from the first down 6, they'll use that timeout after this play. And then, if you're Cleveland, are you kicking a field goal or going for it on 4th down?
Well, I think, you know, in that situation, you have to kick the field goal to try to ice the game. Like, you're right. This is it. This is huge. This is where you have to sell out for the run. Defensive line linebackers bring everybody in the box to stop the run.
3 yards to go, 3rd down. This is the time we expect to see Savion Jackson make a big play. Number 11. And we get a whistle, and a timeout will be taken by Cleveland as the play clock was winding down. So again, good usage and time management by Darius Ocean and Cleveland head coach Scott Riley. 3rd and 3 with 1:41 to go. Really would be an interesting decision to make if the Clayton defense gets a stop. But for now, let's take a look at our Miller Mott game-changing play of the game. Brought to you by Miller Mott, changing futures, changing lives. Kick off your new career with Miller Mott. And here it is, Jay, the big kickoff return by Chadwick.
Yeah, and he kind of fumbled the ball, wasn't planned, but then it turned out well because he forced the defense to kind of shade over towards the right, cut it back towards the left. Excellent blocking, but this changed the momentum. Their special teams has been outstanding for Cleveland, and Chadwick took advantage of the opportunity there with the blocking, and that really gave a lot of life momentum to the crowd and the team.
79 yards, that gave Cleveland a lead they have not relinquished as they play for that Friday Night Rivals trophy. 28-21, Cleveland up by 7. They also had 2 4th down and goal stands at the goal line in the first half. So special teams, goal line defense, that has been the formula right now for the Rams. 3rd and 3. Can the Comets get the stop they need? A fake. Ocean keeps. Room on the left side. Room toward the end zone. Ocean is in. Surfs up. Touchdown Rams. And your new undisputed leader of the Greater News, the Cleveland Rams.
Now look at this block by number 7, Corin Artis, zone read. Look out wide on the perimeter right here. 7 clearing out the path. An easy touchdown for Ocean. He's been so great reading the defenders. But these wide receivers blocking on the outside have made it so much easier for his reads. And Ocean stepping up on such a critical play. Cleveland finding a way to execute. They just couldn't get any penetration.
Well, great to see from Darius Ocean. Certainly didn't have his best series back-to-back earlier in this half. But when they needed to march down the field, make good decisions, work that clock, Darius Ocean did it. Saltwater Seafood scoring summary. 3 minutes and 48 seconds and the touchdown to boot. And the Cleveland Rams up by 14 with 1:35 left.
And they used the clock too. I mean, they moved the ball down the field, stayed in bounds, had explosive plays, but then in the critical moments, offensive line, wide receivers, they all chipped in. And Ocean, he's so good once he gets to the outside with the speed.
Well, the greater news, the worm has turned. Last year, Clayton ran the table in the regular season. Got to 13-0 before a third-round knockout in the playoffs, a round after they disposed of his Cleveland squad. 2018, a different year for the Rams. They're about to go 7-1, 3-0 in league play. They have West Johnson, South Johnson, and then a makeup game out of conference against Fuquay Arena because of the Hurricanes on November the 9th. So the path is pretty clear right now for the Cleveland Rams. South Johnson sitting at 1-1 in conference play. They're the only other team in the Greater News over 500 overall this year. They're sitting 5-2 going into tonight's action. They will have South Johnson in a couple of weeks. Boy, how sweet will it be to take a monster step toward a conference title by beating one of your longtime rivals here since this high school has been open for 8 years, but now within your own conference. Knocking off Clayton to put yourself in position.
Well, there's been so much intensity in this ballgame, so much this game means to both fan bases, and you can see it in the stands and just to play out on the field. And Clayton, they've had injuries in this game, and they fought so hard. The special teams play by Cleveland, and then just execution in the red zone it's really been the difference.
35-21, Cleveland leading Clayton. Now, we were talking with both head coaches Scott Riley and Hunter Jenks before the game about not only the impact of this game to conference play, obviously, but what it means for the playoff seeding process and how that road gets a lot more smoothly paved for the winner of this game toward one of the three big destinations, either NC State, North Carolina, or Wake Forest, and Duke, to play potentially for a state championship.
And both of these teams, two of the strongest teams in the East, and both schools recognize the importance of this game as a rivalry. But just like you said, the seeding and getting into the playoffs, having that home field advantage, what it can do for your team.
How important is that? You've been through it.
I mean, it's huge. You know, A, you're familiar with your home field. You just feel more comfortable. You don't have to travel. But then when you get a big crowd from your home base and the excitement, I mean, this was a huge advantage for Cleveland tonight to have this game here.
So a minute and a half to go. And you go back to the very first play from the scrimmage tonight, Jay. Clayton, defending conference champs. They knew this was going to be a dogfight tonight. First play, J.R. Walker, who got injured later in the game, ran for 81 yards in a score. It was a 7-0 lead, 21 seconds into the game. That could have really flustered a younger team or a team that wasn't mentally strong enough to handle that first big punch that landed by the Comets.
Yeah, and you know, I said it at the time. I was like, they've got to find a way to maintain their composure. Well, they did, because they responded with that drive, and then their special teams plays with their onside kicks. You know, that allowed their home field advantage, the crowd, to get back in this game.
Third down and 15 now coming up for Whittington. But now you open up the aperture a little bit here for the Clayton Comets. Cagle, your starting quarterback, is probably going to be held back until the opening round of the playoffs. And now J.R. Walker, who knows what his status may be. Hopefully he's going to be okay, but he left earlier in this second half with a right forearm injury. It was iced up and covered up. We don't have the extent of the injury. There's been a lot of damage personnel-wise to this Clayton team over the last couple of weeks.
And also just having that leadership ability out of the game. And Whittington, he's done good coming in this game, doing what he's asked. But it's tough when you see those two star players going out with energy. With injuries, you lose their talent, the leadership, and just it's tough to see those guys. It's just tough to rebound from that.
Clock at 1:18. And another penalty will negate that nice run by Richardson. So the Comets down by 14 points. Cleveland, meanwhile, had a pretty good game plan. Trusting their junior quarterback, Darius Ocean. With special teams, how big was that? They knew what's a weapon that Savion Jackson has been, blocking kicks for the Clayton Comets, but we saw, 3 attempts at an onside kick by Cleveland. One of them is successful. A kickoff return for a TD. They haven't missed an extra point. High-quality game on the special teams, which is very often overlooked. Incomplete pass, 4th down. Pressure by the Rams, Etheridge. And this is the absolute last breath for the Clayton Comets in this one. Comets will take on Smithfield Selma next week. West Johnson in a couple of weeks, and they have their hurricane makeup game against East Wake in the 2nd week of November. But they need to get healthy. And they would like to see this Cleveland team again, and very well could. But in all probability, if there is a rematch, it's going to be right back here. 4th down pass, and not far enough for the Comets. Burrow is dropped to the 40, and they will turn it over on downs. The offense will come back onto the field for the Rams. We're a couple of knees away from one of the biggest wins in program history. You have to say that because it's against Clayton and what Clayton has represented in this county for a long, long time.
It's so important for both these sides. And, with this being a rivalry game, Cleveland, there's going to be a lot of celebrating. But both schools, you said it, there's a high probability they're going to see each other later on in the year. So this may not be the last we've seen of this matchup. I'll tell you though, both sides, they've got star players, well coached. It's been a fun game to watch, but just seeing the effort, that's what's so nice to see, is the importance that this game means to these players. And when you play as hard as these guys do, the amount of fun they have, that's what's special about high school football.
All right, as Darius Ocean takes the knee, it looks like the Comets will cart their one remaining timeout 8.5 miles up the road. And there's a look at Scott Riley. We talked about him shedding over 100 pounds over the last calendar year to where he is now a former high school wrestler. I believe he went to the state finals. He said when he was in high school at Cardinal Gibbons. Well, they have now shed the shadow of the Clayton Comets. And Scott Riley and the Cleveland Rams, the prohibitive favorite to win the Greater Noose and have some serious home field advantage in the 3A playoffs. It is a final from Cleveland, 35-21, the Rams over the Comets. We'll come back with a trophy ceremony from Cleveland High. Rams over the Comets, 35-21.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Saltwater Seafood has the freshest seafood in town and the best customer service.
Saltwater has the freshest seafood in town and the best staff.
Saltwater gets their fish fresh every morning.
Hey Dante,
check out the catch of the day at saltwaterseafoodnc.com and join our mailing list for weekly specials. Our fresh fish come daily from the North Carolina coast, and we're open every day but Monday.
I love their fresh fish right here at Saltwater.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
I spent 4 years in the Navy, deployed to Okinawa and Afghanistan.
When I got out in 2013, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I wanted something where I can get in, get a talent without taking up 4 years of my life. You know, you can go to My Computer Career, you get the certifications, you get the training, you go get a job. You want to get into IT, My Computer Career is great.
Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu. Hit the Better Life button now for your new beginning as an IT professional.
35-21, the celebration begins on the campus of Cleveland High. And they are the favorite now to take down the Greater News. Patrick Keenis, Jay Sohnholzer up here. Aaron Summers is down in the center of the party with the victorious head coach of the Cleveland Rams, Scott Riley. Aaron?
Coach Riley, you said this game was about redemption. How did your team follow through and get that redemption here tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was a full team win. The offense played really well in the first half, set us up great. Defense made the stops in the second half when we needed them, and then that last score at the end iced it. And just a great team win, hard fought, two good football teams going at it, and a big one for our program.
When Tyson Dew gets going, how much more of a better team does that make you?
Yeah, he's always going, so we're always a pretty good team. But he's a great backfield with Darius and Jalen Chadwick coming in, the O-line doing a great job. So it's a powerful offensive unit.
This was a big game in the Greater News Conference. You're now the outright leader of the conference. You get the Friday Night Rivals trophy here tonight. What can we expect from this team going forward?
Well, we got 3 more games in the regular season, so we're going to finish strong. Last 2 will get us a conference title, so we got to take care of 1 week at a time, and then we head to the playoffs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Destiny in the palm of the hands of the Cleveland Rams. West Johnston next week. They're 1-7 overall. Then South Johnston, the only other team in the Greater News over 500 at 5-2. That's what stands between the Rams and the conference title. But Jay Sohnholzer, aspirations a lot larger than that. How deep can this Cleveland team go?
Well, I think they're a team with this offense clicking on all cylinders. I think they can make it to the state championship level. Now, the biggest thing for them is they've got to play well on special teams like they did tonight. Their defense has to be opportunistic. I don't think it's a dominant defense, but when their offense puts as much pressure as they do on the opposing teams, that helps out that defense that's smaller but very athletic.
All right, 35-21 the final. All of us here would like to take a moment to thank the wonderful folks at Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, My Computer Career, Oxner and Piermar, and Hendrick Chevrolet, who make these games possible for you viewers at home. We'd also like to thank our other great supporters for their contributions to all of our Friday Night Rivals telecasts. Wake 86 at Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina, the U.S. Marines, Miller Mott College, Auto Park Honda, and Saltwater Seafood. We'd especially like to thank tonight's participating high schools and all of their administrators for their support. A reminder, tune in next Friday when the Jordan Falcons take on the Green Hope Falcons. It's a final from Clayton. The Cleveland Rams take down the Clayton Comets 35-21. For Aaron Summers, Jay Sohnholzer, and Evan Badler, producer-director, Patrick Keenis saying good night from Clayton. Cleveland rocks. 35-21 win over Clayton. Good night.